meant to do this. There you go. Boom. There we go. Should have put it a little bit bigger. Yeah. There we go. There we good now. Shoot. Let me send these invites out too. Yeah. Where is? Let me see. Of course, that's all covered up. Covered up. Let me see. What else I can say? Something. Two. Uh, feel like it's somebody else I'm missing. Who can I send? Got one more. There we go. Got a little something going. Got a little something going, you know. Where my other thing here? I gotta find my forgot I gotta it's on silent mode. Silent mode. Oh, there you go. We good now. Let's see. Gotta see if I can find this. Ooh, boy. What the heck? Call who? The heck is that? What's the deal? Ashton. Ashton. Oh, I remember you. Met you in niche room. What's the deal, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? Oh, hold on. I forgot I gotta do all my grand intros when people come in. Hold up, I got you right now.
Welcome in the building is Ash in. What's the deal?
Oops, I forgot that. I did the laugh. Uh-oh, my boy Third Child is in the hold up. I gotta get him too.
In the building, it's Third Child Trey. What it do?
Oh man, this is funny. That's gonna be my intro for real. When I get people up in here, you know, you know, you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yes, I don't even know if the is the topic readable. Let me see. Let me make sure because that junk. I don't know. I've been having problems trying to put that thing. I got to make it tinier or something like that. Let me see if I can even read it. I gotta put my backup in real quick. What the? Let me switch that up real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Bring that no coffee. Yeah, that's my new thing, man. I'm telling you what, man. That's the intro when everybody come in. Let me see something. Hold up. What the? See something real quick. Let's see. What the heck? I don't sound that loud. What the heck? Oh, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. We're gonna have to deal with that one then. Run that intro back. Uh-oh, hold up, CD. I gotta get you real quick too. Hold up.
My boy CD is in the building. Oh, great, let's get it.
All right, let me see. It's something. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. See how this background look. If you only know, if you only know how to look, you really. Okay, I think I got it a little bit. Very white intro, yeah. That's for the new thing, man. I'm about to get that going. I realized I liked it that intro when I tried it last time. I'm going ahead and get it like that. You know, they probably only gonna see the yellow part. That's what they're gonna see. I want to play music and stuff in the background, but I want to save the video. Can't save the video with copyrights on there. You know what I'm saying? I do it like a party night. Had a last flinger in the background and stuff. AJ, hold up, wait, I said it all wrong. My bad. Hold up. Hold up.
AJ is in the building. Welcome, fam.
Oh man, this is fun. Soundboard is your best friend. uh, I got to treat. I see. I can't. I got to be close up to the mic and jump dang there kissing it and stuff. Is that how they be doing? Like, yeah. I just want to tell you one thing though. Got a story I want me to do the AMSRs. It's like, yeah. I'm at 8 likes. I can't start the topic yet. Not yet. Let me go ahead and tap it up real quick myself, you know. Get these power fingers going here. Oh man. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all gonna hop up in the box, man. Let's get it. Y'all can hop in. Tell me how y'all feel about the topic and stuff. Ooh. I'm good, user. User, what's the deal, user? I'll be up once I get up 1K. Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. This your first live user? Your first, your both. I can't tell if you a male or a female. I can't tell. But thanks for the follow. You know, I don't know if this your first time on TikTok. Yeah, them profiles usually get blocked because it has no picture or no name. That's like kind of weird, but I might let it slide, man, until I see a troll. It's a troll type thing. Oh, never mind. hmm I don't know how she did it. That was sweet. She was in the middle of tapping likes and the block at the same time. Where they do that at? She said, "I'm let me get mod of the year." That's funny. Oh my. Yeah, and I'm getting on a little late. I want to try to do these videos, post these videos real quick. Doing these edits. Yeah. AJ got a whip in the background. Man, I can't keep up with that. This the other profile now, man. I think the other
And as soon as I came up here, I got the hiccups.
what the She like K.O. Is this even loud on here? Let me see. Why these things so low? Hold up.
What up, everybody? Welcome in. Don't mind my hiccups. I'm trying to get rid of them. And just tap the screen. Everybody that's in here, there's 10 people. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. 5K, let's go. What is with all these random? First off, if you in here with no picture and no name, you can go. Really?
Leona, what's the deal?
No.
Oh, good night. Good night. Why do I don't know why my sounds like, I don't know which sound it is. Hold on, let me see. Let me see something real quick. Is it, so this
Mm-hmm.
loud, let me see. Just a test, just a test. Oops.
All right.
My
So,
boys.
let's see. What does that say? If you only know how to love one way, you really don't understand love. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree that you have to know how to love. The important thing, first off, I mean, it goes with the second question, right? You have to know how to love yourself first. If you don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to love yourself, you can't expect another person to love you because one,
Exactly.
you're trying to get things from somebody who can't give that to you because you don't even know what it is, right? So you're constantly searching for something that you don't even know what it is, right?
Right.
And at some point, you know what I mean, you can't keep expecting people to water your garden and not water theirs because there's only so much
Ooh.
water a person can carry, right? There's only so much water that I can hold in my cup, right? So if I'm having to fill your cup completely, what do I have left for me? Nothing.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is learn how to water yourself. Go get your own water, right? And then as you're running out of water, okay, cool, I got a little extra, here you go. Oh, I'm running a little low. Okay, cool. Fill me up a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, you definitely need to know how to love yourself. Then once you kind of learn and figure that out, then you can start to understand how to see things from somebody else's point of view and figure out how they love and what they need, right? Are you somebody who needs quality time? And say the person that you're with needs gifts. They need acts of service. They need physical touch. Whatever it is, you got to figure that out. You know what I mean? But you're not going to be able to do that, one, if you don't know what you need and what they need, right? Because any otherwise, you just clashing, right? If you're the person that you're with needs physical touch and you don't want to, you don't like being physically touched, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a
Right.
problem. But if you never figured that out about yourself, it's going to be an issue. That's my 2 cents on it.
Mm. Okay. Hold up. That probably was low as hell.
Why does he say, huh? What's up, Trey?
All right. Oh, hold up. Let me get.
Leona Davis is in the building. Let's go.
Now, let me see. I got to think on that.
Let's go. Let's tap the screen, share the live. Let's get it up to
Yeah.
5K.
Yes.
Video.
Yes. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna put my. Okay. I guess let me get it going then. So we are at 1,000.79. Let's go. If you only know how to love one way, you really don't understand love. That's how I feel. The reason why I say that, the reason why I say that, man, because like I feel like love is just not. Yeah, it should be more than just one way to love. Like it ain't just, oh, only when I get a hug that mean you love me, or only when you say I love you, you love me. Nah, I don't think it. Nah, you know what I'm saying. I think you need to find various ways and different ways because I feel like the reason why I say you should be able to love multiple ways than just one. And I like how you mentioned about the love language stuff. Hold on, let me do my other one. Yes, that's main one of the things I mean. Like, why do it take one of those when you can get love all five of those ways? That's how I feel.
Well,
So my
that's the
thing,
thing with love languages. It's not just that you have one, you can have multiple. You ain't gonna know what that is if you didn't figure that out in yourself first.
mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. So I feel like with that, right? If that's like if you only see love, okay, say just off of because somebody says it or it's just let's take words of affirmation, right? If you only see it that way, I think you need to dig a little deeper into yourself. That's when kind of two ties in, you know what I'm saying? Because if that was the only way that you understand love or you see love for yourself, um, that's gonna kind of be heavy though, because like I am a firm believer that love go multiple ways. If you looking for just one way, I feel like it's unappreciative to take it just only one way and then you don't see it in multiple other ways. And that's how we become blind to a person when we don't know what, you know what I'm saying, we don't know what love is when we get it. What's the deal, gentlemen? Hold on, I gotta get you one real quick, real quick. Hold up.
My boy Gentleman Club only is in the building. What's the deal, man? Keeping black love strong, you know.
But yeah. I just feel like, yeah, you got to dig a little deep, man. If it's only just one out of them five or one way that you know how to, you know, be able to accept love, I think you got to dig a little deeper and figure it out on yourself. Like I said, with that, with everything I talk about, it got to come with some form of understanding. You got to understand yourself. You know, you got to understand more about yourself. You got to understand ways of how to appreciate it, even if you don't get it in the way you want it to. You know what I'm saying? Appreciation it goes a long way. You know, you start realizing like, dang, this person really do, you know, got this feel for me, or they do love me and all that stuff because you start learning how to love yourself just more than just one way. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just give yourself a gift and like this is the only way I know how to look at love. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't just know how to just got to tell yourself I love you. You know what I'm saying? You figure it out multiple ways. Like I said, a lot of that stuff comes with when you learn how to appreciate the little things. And that stuff is really true. That little stuff they be saying on TV, you gotta appreciate the little that stuff is true though. Like it's the tiniest things. And once you appreciate the little things, the big things like, oh, affirmation of love, or I said it wrong though, and gifts and all that stuff just boosted. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But if you can't
Hmm.
appreciate the little things or the little uh the effort that people try to put in, maybe a little card or something like that. If you that really that I don't want to say stuck up. If you really that
Bougie.
something right that you can't take the littlest things that even them scratching the thing on words I love you in the sand or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. If you can't take that, then you have to dig deep and really because you really don't understand how love goes. It comes in multiple forms, not just one, two, or three. It's many ways, and you have to
Right.
if you can't figure out is multiple ways, you have to go back to number two. You got to find the multiple ways to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
am a firm believer that once you see what love, many different forms of love, then you'll be satisfied. You'll be a more happy person. You wouldn't be uh freaking bored of face like why didn't I get it the way that I got it and all that stuff. You will actually be able to see okay this little intuition thing that people be saying they having and all that stuff. You will be able to see through um that even with if somebody was I don't know if they just didn't know how to you'll be able to see through it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they express they love a whole nother way, you will be able to see through or you will see the effort. But like I said, all that stuff comes with understanding. But you got to understand yourself first. You gotta love yourself. You gotta find peace within yourself. All that stuff. And once you know how to do that, then you'll better see it through other people. You know, it's like,
Now I can talk. I can talk now.
yeah,
Now I get it.
yeah,
I get it
go
now.
in.
So I can
What's the
give you
deal,
an
Janky T?
example. Mother Day came up, right?
Yeah,
Don't go out there and get me a big present. You can go out there and give me those little yellow things to put on the table. I
yeah,
don't care what you give me. I don't need no big present. I
yeah.
love whatever you give me. Don't try to go out there and break yourself to buy Mother's Day
There you
gifts.
go. There
Now
you
I
go.
get what you're talking about. I get it.
Thank you. The little things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I love those little things. Everybody always trying to
Mm-hmm.
break their neck to go out there and get something that they can't afford.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like I said, if you can't, just like you said, right? If it takes that, I'm gonna put it this way: if it takes you having to buy a big, oh, you must really don't love me. You can't see the effort behind that, then that's really a problem. That's what I'm saying. That's like the thing is, if it take a big amount to show what really love is, that's really just a problem though. That's something that because you still don't know how to love yourself. You haven't figured different things out because, like I said, it don't come just one way. That's why I'm always have a grudge with that sign language, whatever the heck they call that junk, whatever. Because like I said, they make it seem like it's just one way. But the more I start understanding my stuff and understanding love, I really accept it in multiple ways. I mean, of course, I like what they say, the physical touch and all this other stuff, the words of affirmation. That's cool and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna
Yeah.
get to a point that even words of affirmation, you don't really even nobody don't have to say a word because you can just see it in the way they express themselves. You don't have you don't have to you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You can see it off action. I'm big on action anyways. Because people could say anything and it don't mean what they you know what I'm saying, what they expressing. So
Hmm.
what's the deal, AJ?
So with that being said, right, like we just sitting here, we're just talking about like, hey, it's the little things that are important.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anybody, right, who was trying to show you, but you can clearly tell they were trying too hard? If
Yes.
so, how'd you
Uh-huh.
deal with that? How do you deal with that?
You said they trying too hard. That do sound like you talking about like a person that's
Like
is
somebody who's trying too hard for it, you know what I mean? They're not
I
really
get you.
being themselves.
It's like
You know
an
what I mean? It,
insecurity
it
and
it's not
something.
it's not
Yeah, they got to
natural.
prove themselves type
Yeah,
situation.
like it's yeah, like they're not really being themselves about it. They're just out there trying to prove some mess.
Mm, I think my mentality. I feel you on that though.
And that's for everybody in the room, by the way. So if y'all can answer in the comments, answer in the
Yeah, y'all could. Yup, y'all can. Yes, y'all can enter this. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, yeah, that I think eventually something like that end up unfolding anyways. That's gonna show itself, because a lot of that time, if they just doing too much, that mean that's some type of insecurity that they're trying to hide. And usually they come with clinginess and all this stuff. And like, dang, can I go at least work out or do something? Why you gotta do too? Let me get some space real quick. So that becomes a whole nother problem because if they try too much, then they're gonna be doing too much later down the line, especially when they don't get it the way, what I'm saying, when they feel like it's some suspicious behind it. Because I think a person that's doing too much is like that got to be like some insecurity or something like that. That's most definitely insecurity because you don't have to go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
That's might
That's
want to
like
keep
the
you
opposite of
real
little
close.
things. That's
Real,
the too
real
much
close.
things.
Right.
That was a good one though. Good question.
absolutely.
What y'all say in the comments real quick? Let's see what y'all got. It's a trust thing. Eventually they'll
Wait, read the
they'll
comment
set.
above it. Read the comment above it. It says let them
They
know
may
that they
not
don't
even
have to
be
put on
aware
the
of
facade for you.
where they are coming from.
It's a trust thing. Eventually eventually they'll settle into themselves with you more.
Mhm.
I like that.
Okay. To preserve
To
relationship.
preserve a relationship, I would address at the
Insecurity.
source of insecurity. They may not even be aware of where they are coming from.
I get you.
Yeah,
I get that
for
too,
sure.
though. That is something you got to. You have to nip that in the bud. But I think before you
Hmm.
even dig deep into that situation, you're gonna figure that out before even like near the beginning of meeting them, because I don't think that's just gonna happen in the middle of it. Especially the way I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about doing all that because I'm waiting, I'm waiting to marriage for sex anyways. And, most of the time that come with, I don't want to lose that, that feeling and all that stuff. So they got to come with this extra stuff to show love and all that. But I'll be able to see that at the beginning anyways, before we even get too deep. Like, well, I got to do so much. Well, I love you, baby. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's another topic I need to do because I think a lot of people be swearing they in love, but they be
But
in
I think
lust.
that's, but I think that's the
Exactly.
thing. I think
Yes.
that can, so I think that insecurity can go both ways, right? You can have somebody who's doing too much or that you feel is doing too much. Um, in that situation, you could try to address it. But then you also, on the other hand, may have somebody who thinks that you're not doing enough. So what are you doing on the
Mhm.
opposite side of that?
That's, ooh, wish I had some noise in it. Sorry, dog. But
What?
right. Oh, that's serious. Now that's when that ungratefulness come in, and I just say dodge them off rip. I ain't gonna even lie. Especially when you try.
But
Boy, that is a good one because you got to be balanced in that situation because you could be that one that's doing. So it's all about understanding your partner, I guess. But yeah, if you
it
trying your
comes
best,
down to
now I think that's
communication
worse.
and
I'd rather have somebody
compatibility.
doing I would rather have somebody that's doing too much than saying I'm doing too less type situation. I'm good on
That
that.
part, Jamie.
I don't
That
like
part. And I
ungratefulness. You
feel
know what I'm
like
saying?
that's I think that's so I think the thing that a lot of people, and I've been guilty of it before, where we don't ask that question, right? We don't ask the question, okay, well, how do you show love? You know what I mean? We don't really observe and accept that, right? So if somebody is like, hey, I want to treat you to a fancy dinner and all of this and cook and everything, and I'm like, I'm a simple person, I'm happy with McDonald's, I could feel that that person is doing too much, right? You just took me to a restaurant and spent $5,000 or $500 on a whole meal. What are you doing? Those are
Mm,
examples, exaggerated numbers, but you get my point, right? You just
mm,
spent a bunch of money on this meal. We're sitting here. Why'd you do this? We could have just went to McDonald's, saved a bunch of money, right? Or
Exactly.
we could have stayed at home and cooked, right? I
Exactly.
could be in that position where I feel like you're doing too much, right?
right.
But then I can also be that same person that's like, you know what? I'm gonna make you a home cooked meal, and I sit there and I bust my tail in the kitchen, making this nice meal, making everything all nice and fancy, and you come up to me and go, "The hell is this? I don't feel you love me. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't enough."
So is it different from your kids when they try to
Throwing that
outbeat
food at
each
their
other?
face.
Is that different love? If the kids you
That's
got
I would say
girls that try to outbeat each other to try to please their mom, like for
oh
Mother's
no, that's
Day?
just little kid jealousy stuff.
Oh
That
no, they not
oh
that's
kids.
just
They grown.
sibling rivalry.
They're
No,
grown.
oh
that's a
that's just
sibling
jealousy. That's all.
that's
Oh,
sibling
is it?
rivalry. That's always gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll
See, I
it'll
didn't know
it'll
that.
eventually. I'm not gonna say okay. Correction. I won't say it'll always happen. It depends on the relationships amongst those kids. When I was very much younger, between me and my brothers, yeah, we had sibling rivalry when it came to like my mom's attention, right? Getting my mom's attention, getting her love, doing whatever else. Like we were always trying to outbeat each other on Mother's Day, outbeat each other on her birthday, outbeat each other just throughout the week. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. But now, as I've gotten older and we've gotten older, we don't really do that now. You
Well,
know what
my
I mean?
kids do
Now it's
that.
kind of like, when we show up, like when we're trying to do that, we're all just genuinely just trying to be there for our parent, right?
Hmm.
So for us, it's just like my mom will kind of wants her kids together, so we just once every now and again, once we used to do it once a week. Of course, COVID happened, we can't do it no more. But we're trying to get back to that where we just meet up once a week and just have dinner like we used to,
So I
just
got a
around the
question with that.
table time. Yeah.
No, okay. So I got a question with that then. So what about? I was thinking about like, so what do the mother do in that situation? Do she egg it on, or do she say anything, or does she do at least let them know like, hey, you ain't got to do all that, or does she be like, hey, do your thing, who gonna be the best type
Oh
situation?
no,
Which
I
one?
would never do that. Never. I would tell if one want to take me out here, one want to do this. I say, you know what? I'm not going to do anything. Nothing. Don't buy me nothing. I tell them, don't buy me anything. But one child had to go out there and buy me something. But no, They will have to I have to nip that real fast. Nip it real
Oh yeah, that
fast.
ain't happening yet. Even if my mama
Yeah.
said I'm still buying them some, yeah. But because I ain't gonna, I feel like that be that little game, because don't let you don't buy nothing. You be sitting there sad in that corner somewhere. I'm your mama. What you gonna
I
buy
would
me
never,
nothing?
not me, I would never do that. I would never do that.
You
Never.
you want something though? I know you probably at least want their presents at least. That's what it
No, just
is.
like
You
I
know what I'm
said, I
saying? It's
want a
expensive.
flower. A flower
Yeah.
is fine. A card is
Okay. I
fine.
feel you. I feel you
You
on
know?
that. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about, but it's just all about the effort for real. You know, as long as they trying, as long as they ain't doing too much, you know, it's like a little balance for real. And so, yeah, I feel you.
But kids, whoa.
They always gonna do that though because it's
Yeah.
competition.
Especially when you got girls.
Oh, it's for sure competition. Oh my,
And I
oh
got
my,
four
they
of them.
compete with each other already off of other things. AJ, we got
But
Neon
did
AJ in
any of the
that.
boys buy
Hold up.
did any of the men's buy me anything in the family? Any of my sons? No. Guess what they did? They said, "Mommy, I love you," and that's all I needed. That's exactly what I needed.
Neon AJ is in the building and Trigger Train.
I like that, Jamie. I like that. And that's the thing. I always like to ask that question because it's like, a lot of people, especially, have gone through divorces or gone through separations, and they find out they're not compatible eventually. It's always a good question to kind of ask, like, how do you avoid that situation? And Jamie always put the same effort you put in the beginning. Never stop dating your husband or your wife. I like that.
Mm.
I like that. I like it.
I like it like that. Trigger Trey in the
Dun,
bit. What
dun,
you
dun,
feeling
dun.
like, man?
You got that song stuck in my head now.
Mm-hmm.
I like it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. I be
That part.
doing it with my friends. We be over there about to finish a song and they heard me sing it. Be like, got you. Made you copy me, you copycat. My boy probably came in the box eating off rip.
She's distracting me with these good questions. My bad, Jamie. My bad. My
Oh,
bad.
that's how it be, man. Welcome to the live.
Yeah. Welcome to the live. Welcome in, everybody.
Dude, you
Come
was a
on, we almost
fresh
there at
baby in
5K.
here.
Let's go.
She's a fresh
Who?
baby. I'm glad you came to this live. she only got like 18 followers and not
Oh
39.
yeah. No, she's been in here, I think, a couple times.
I thought I seen
Um,
her in here before.
yeah, she's pretty cool.
Are you ready?
There you go. What's
Are
the
you
deal?
ready? Of course. Go, Dre. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
My boy with the Trey songs in the background and stuff. It's like
Mm-mm. Not the Trey songs.
one dude put you to bed, dude.
Let me pull up my dictionary just in
Oh, you
case.
scared me. I'm like,
I don't
don't talk
want
like that on
nobody.
live. Let me pull up my dictionary. I'm like, wow.
No, man, I've decided I'm gonna start keeping a dictionary like on deck when we in here having conversation
Mm-hmm.
because the amount of times
All
people
right.
be misconstruing,
Let's try this
confusing,
again.
definitions,
Are
we just gonna
you
solve it.
ready?
Are
Mm-hmm.
you ready? Let's go, Trey.
Like, let me
What's
pull
good?
this
What's
up on
good?
you
What's
while you
good? What's
use this
good?
word. What's the
I
deal,
just
You
like
man?
say what?
conversation. I'm the same way, Jimmy. I'm the same way.
You
I
say
like
what?
convos. I was responding to the comments. All right, y'all. We almost there. Let's get it up. 5K. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Welcome in,
go, man.
Leo.
Y'all
Let's go.
better
Let's
listen
get it.
to
Let's
her,
get it.
man.
Let's get it.
Where the
That means to love yourself, you got to respect yourself, you know?
got to. Ooh, don't say that.
Yes, you have to.
I think respect yourself, that just turned to a trigger word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What that mean? What that motive mean?
Bro, you shut up. Hell no. My bad. How you doing, AJ? How you doing, Leona?
Great.
am fantastic
We back,
today.
man. We back.
How y'all feeling?
Beautiful.
Better than my
I'm
yesterday.
good. I'm good.
That's what
That
I'm
part.
talking about.
Way better
Already.
than my yesterday. Speaking of which,
So I'm about to have
the
me a
Hilton
long
Gold.
Friday. I forgot I ain't got to work Saturday, boy. I'm about to think about what topic that's gonna be
Don't
tomorrow
mind me
Friday.
and my don't mind me and my weird noises, y'all. I'm just skimming things. Don't mind me.
Uh, what you got for the topic, Trey?
Talking on mute again. So ask me the question.
I said, well, you want me to read
I'm
it?
over here trying to hit a goddamn combo. I'm getting annoyed. Hold up. All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Uh, if you only know how to love one way, you really don't know how to love. That's the first question.
That's a question. That's how you were telling me.
Well, it ain't a question. It's just how you feel about the topic. I mean, the statement. If you
Um,
only,
do I feel like if you don't know how to love one way? I think you know how to love. I just think you just narrow minded about it.
okay.
So
Mm.
you do know how to, but it's like when you use love and
Is who on the screen
somebody
changing?
only know how to express that one way. You know what I'm saying? They just not familiar or don't know how to do it in other ways. They still know how to do it. They just know how to do it one way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's how I feel about the first half. And ask me the second one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying ask me the. Hold on, I read it. I read it. My
You
bad.
should have said, "Oh, my bad." Let me turn this volume up.
Well, shit. You will not be able to recognize love until you are able to figure out the many ways to. Oh, bruh, I agree
No,
with
what?
that. No,
What you
cause,
say?
cause I heard y'all talking about that. Come on now, I'll finish it, bro.
Me?
No, that's me.
What is that? Everybody
I
mute up.
don't know. Is it me? Let me see.
Is
What
it
is
your
that?
microphone or what?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Is it?
Because I've been on mute and it can't be me.
This dude got the.
Oh, is he?
Okay,
Oh,
so
He
I
got
get
Megatron over there or something.
is
I
it?
don't know.
Is
okay,
it? Is it Trey?
It was Trey.
so I got
Oh
some
shit!
examples
Wait,
up
you might
here.
have to drop down and come back.
Okay, it says like a value yourself as a person, can make difficult decision, assess your side, recognize your strength. Yes, recognize your strength, feel
mm,
able to do new or difficult things.
mm,
Take time you need for yourself.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Believe you matter and are good enough. Believe that you matter and you're good enough. That's what it's saying.
Confidence. Confidence right
Yes.
there.
Relate to that.
Now that's called self-esteem. That's part of loving yourself.
Yep. If it's low, time for you to go. Say no.
It's the car. Good.
Boy, here go the robot back.
Do I sound like a robot?
Yeah, you might have to drop, come back, bro. I don't know. So,
Boy, he put it in the wrong thing. That makes sense. I
you
ain't
know
gonna
who
change that.
I'm surprised not in here? Where Nisha at?
Right,
It's
where
like her
she at?
topic. I just
Oh,
shared.
she'll
Where's
love
she
this
at?
topic.
That's why I said that. I was like, where's my little blue pill at?
That was so funny.
Reinvent yourself. The right one will come when you least expect it. When you're least
Come
expect.
on, hope the
Exactly.
robot ain't coming back. Come on. Don't be no robot.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing. I mean, but let's talk about self-love though. Why is it
Okay.
that it's so hard for us to love ourselves?
Mm. I think
What makes that difficult?
I think because we grew up looking for validation for others to learn love ourselves. That's how we was just brought up and taught. And it started off with our parents of how they loved us. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have no example of what love was.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
uh,
But would you say that that started when we started having insecurities? Because like,
yeah.
if I break down the time, like in my life when I started having insecurities, would it be right about middle school, right?
Okay.
So up to that time, from like, I want to say about up till the time I was about 10. You know what I mean? I love myself, right? I thought I was the coolest person ever. You know what I mean? Granted, I wanted to be a Power Ranger, but I was the coolest person. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, everything is cool. You're very
I'm
much
really trying to think.
authentically yourself, right? And then I feel like as soon as I started, I headed into middle
Can
school.
somebody,
You start puberty and everything is weird.
let me mute myself.
That's when it changed for me. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if that's like at what point did we lose it, and then why do we always have to go back, right? Like why do we now need outside validation? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Feel you,
And do you
man.
think that that's a contributing factor to dating now? Is a lot of people
Well,
don't love themselves, but they're constantly looking for validation in others.
mm-hmm.
So what do you do when you're that person who's found yourself? You just kind of stuck single, if you're like,
Mm,
you know what I mean?
And
Think
just
mm,
about
like
it.
you said, like when I was young, my favorite show was Popeye that eat the spinach. I love Popeye when he ate
Yeah,
that spinach because he was strong, and I love that. That was
yeah.
love for me, that I
mm,
can love everybody then because I was strong. And that's what I
mm-hmm.
liked about it.
Mm. That's
Y'all can hear
interesting.
me?
Yeah, robot ain't here. You good. You got
Hear
good
me?
though. You just talking low though, but yeah.
I'm talking low.
What the?
You, what happened? You can hear me?
A little bit.
A little. What about now?
I mean, it's decent. It's
Yeah,
decent enough.
still decent.
All
Better
right,
than
all
way
right,
before.
all
I
right.
feel you.
Answer the second.
You can't elevate.
So
Okay.
the second one, oh,
Is
you
the way?
answered or you seen it already?
Yeah, I seen it already. About
Okay.
yeah, I agree with that statement right there because the simple fact of, a lot of people be searching for things. A lot of people be searching for love, but they never search for that within themselves. They don't never go inside themselves and look for that first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they ask you, what was your first love? Who was your first love? Your first love, shit, is gonna be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nobody gonna understand you like you. Ain't nobody gonna know what you been through like you. Ain't nobody been there like you have been. You know what I'm saying? And when you come to the understanding of who you is, what you is, then you come to the understanding of what not understanding. Then you start to love yourself. You start to sit in your skin, your light to whatever you want to call it, and that's what you start to attract when you start to moving in that sense.
Mm. I feel like truly loving yourself is being confident, basically being confident who you are, or being yourself and not like um following what society's rules is, or society's way of what love's supposed to be like, or what look good, or stuff like that, where you just comfortable just being you. You know what I'm saying? Where you ain't gotta put on this fake stuff, or you ain't gotta cover up things, or put this fake act on, or something like that, or act fake cool. Like when you can just be totally yourself and comfortable being yourself. I think that's when you truly found a way to love yourself. And even
Right,
when somebody talk down on you, you know what I'm saying?
right,
You know how to make it be immune to that situation because you're comfortable with yourself. That's
right.
like really just it's like that learning unlearn thing we was talking about though, or just like just through the experience because like all of us, a lot of people done got picked on or something or talked about because everybody didn't express themselves different ways, even if they didn't mean it. They that was just them. When we make it realize that I feel like once you got and me myself, like when you get so comfortable in yourself or being yourself and truly love yourself, it's like you could just see the hurt in other people. It's weird to explain it, but you could actually just see it and stuff like, dang man, you still feel like you cool because this world told you cool and all that stuff. Like you be like, why you talking on shit like that? It's weird. It's funny though, but it's like when you get there, you see you kind of different from what or you feel different from what society put out. You know what I'm saying? You feel like your own person. You don't feel like that you following a trend and all that, you know what I'm saying?
I
That you
I
got
can
your
add to
own
that.
style and all that stuff. Stuff like that.
I can add to that. Yeah, like yeah, that comes. That's a big part. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Use another word. Like you looking at hurting people. You realize who you like. How you said you comfortable and who you is, right?
Hmm.
And you got this calmness about yourself. Like you sure. Like you have a purpose. Like you have this shield. This type of aura about you that you can't explain it, but it's something that is around you. And when you come in contact with other people, because it's a feeling like you want to share it. It ain't nothing you want to keep to yourself. You feel me? So it's like when you come to other people with that type of vibe, they reject it. So it's not like we don't look at it like you know what I'm saying. Like, oh, we see you hurt. Now it's like you rejecting the you know what I'm saying, the type of vibe. You ain't even trying to hear that shit. You ain't trying to be on that type of wave, or you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You reject it and resist it. You know what I'm saying. So it's like,
What's the
yeah,
deal?
me even talking about it, I'm getting happy. I don't know why.
You know.
No, because I understand that. I experienced that before. So it's like, it's wild. It's wild.
Hold up, my boy. Yeah, I just popped up in here. Hold up.
He's been in here. What do you mean?
I didn't see him comment yet, but I want to say what up, dude. Yeah, alright. And Oracle. Hold up, let me get you too.
Welcome in, Oracle.
Welcome in, Oracle. I haven't seen you in my life. Oh, maybe I didn't notice you, but what's the deal, man? You tapping this stuff? I like you already. Welcome.
What's good? Yeah, and Orca, my friend. How you doing, Orca?
Don't mind Kev. Kev's just a dickhead.
And King Bawa. How you feeling, man? Welcome, welcome.
If you have Orca, if you have anything to say on this topic, please come up and speak your mind, please. Because I think if you do say something, you'll have something. You know what I'm saying? Something beautiful to say.
Some good to say, yeah.
Yeah, come on up, y'all, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, man.
But I think
Learn
that's
to
like
love
the.
yourself. It'd be okay if you just don't know. If you still feel like you need to. Oh, okay, man. Time to make it hot there since I did that in trade room, right? Let's get somewhere now. I'm sorry. Do I got some scary music like doom 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 or something like that? Nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Oops. Whatever. I'm gonna put it this way. I feel like a demon or something like that. But nah, I feel like how you feel if I say that if you still out here have to sexualize yourself just to get attention, you don't love yourself. Anybody? Anybody?
Uh,
Who
I
else
think
did the
there's a
what?
difference. There is a difference. And I'm only going to say this, and I know it's going to sound weird. There's a difference between somebody who loves themselves and they trying to figure themselves out,
Yeah.
right? Because that's part of it, because you're still on that self love journey, versus somebody who doesn't care to do that and just wants to run around with everybody and anybody trying to get the validation because they want that quick fix. They don't want to do the work. See what I'm saying? There's always a difference between those two. However, I will, for the most part, agree with you. A lot of people think that they're the second one. That's very rare. Not many of you are that. That's like one in a million chance. Most people are the first one. They ain't got none. You ain't got no self. You ain't got no love for yourself if you're doing that. And that's just my
Mm-hmm.
2 cents on it. Kev don't like my answer. That's why. That's why. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Cut it out.
you know what?
You
I'm
cut out.
sorry. I don't know what
I
happened.
like
I
getting
think I
hinted.
just drifted off, or I was still laughing in my. I don't know. I feel like ADHD kicked in.
See how he
'Cause
is?
I
I
heard the
agree.
second
I
part. I
agree
Mm-hmm.
just
with.
didn't hear the first part. I
I
guess.
fully agree with what
So
CDC said.
No, I want you to say it over again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, AJ. I'm sorry. You just say it over again. I do want to hear it. I don't know
pretense
what happened.
love,
I just drifted off.
exactly.
Loving
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Much more
prevents you
confident.
from falling for false pretenses of love.
Pretenses. Yes. That part.
It, uh,
Kev Don spaced out again. I don't.
You ain't got
no,
no
I'm
phone
listening.
call
He
I'm
right
broke
trying to
now.
Kev.
hear
Get
AJ
your
real
behind
quick.
up here. You ain't
He
got no
fucking
phone
broke.
call. Get back here.
Okay, so all I was saying was, I agree with you. Right now, I'm gonna say just because you don't get that one. That's not everybody. Listen, okay. There's 1% that percentage of person who loves themselves and is just trying to figure themselves out. Those people are very rare, extremely rare. Most of y'all want to be. You're not that. Okay, just gonna put that out there. Those of you who are, congratulations. Right, so on and so forth. Most of the time, a lot of people really are just trying to get that quick fix. I don't want to love
Mm,
myself. I feel so empty about myself. Okay, I'm gonna go do this because it's false love, right? It's
mm.
synthetic. It ain't real, right? You can what's with the crow? You can have
It wasn't me.
you can have synthetic
Oh
love
shit! You
though.
can hear that when my mic muted. That's crazy. My bad. I'm,
You
I'm,
good?
I'm so sorry. I was just pressing that shit because I want to know what to do. My bad.
You
I'm so
good?
sorry.
Hold on, what's with the crow? I love that. But no, I mean like that's the thing that I'm saying. I feel like, you know, it starts with honesty,
Yeah.
right? So if we're gonna talk about, if we're gonna have this topic, then let's talk about self love. How do we get there? How do we get there? It starts with honesty. You gotta be honest
Hmm.
with yourself. Do you really
Exactly. I
love
feel
yourself?
you.
What is it that you don't
Yeah.
like about yourself? What can you
Don't
do to
hurt nobody.
change it? See what I'm saying?
And
That's
it's a
what
lot of
that's
people,
that's really where it
That's
starts.
true.
right? And it's a lot of
A
people out
lot of
That
there
people
is
have a
hurting.
true.
lot of
But
themselves.
besides understanding, I got to start adding that in there. Besides just understanding, you got to be honest though. You got to, and that all come with accountability. I like that though. That's okay. Honest with yourself. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
gap that I
you know what I
probably
mean.
never put in. You
That's the
got to be.
biggest part. The biggest part. Then that's in order to get that right and be honest with other people, or be honest with the person that you're in a relationship with. It starts with yourself. If you can't be raw dead honest with yourself, you're not gonna be raw dead honest with that person, right? Am I wrong? Like you can't be honest with another person. You ain't honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. It starts with you.
I agree.
Figure out what those
That's
things
real.
are.
Exactly.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Then move
That's
from
real.
there.
I
You
agree
know
with
what I
that. I
mean? If
agree
you
with
you
that.
know
That's
you don't
real.
like, yeah, like if you're like, oh man, I don't like this about me. I don't like that I lose my temper a lot. I don't like I don't know. I'm not eating right. I don't like that I feel lazy. I don't like that I can't get things. Focus on that. Because the only thing that you owe to anybody is you. That's it. It's nobody else. It's you. You know what I mean? And those that have kids are gonna always argue that, and that's fine. But it always is gonna start with you first and foremost. And that's my TED talk on that.
Mm,
Anybody else? I don't want to keep going because I'll talk the whole thing through, and then
okay.
we sitting here.
We need to say we
Nah,
got to
you
put you in a
good.
chamber somewhere. Let me go ahead.
I gotta space it out.
And you
Nah,
Right.
can
you
hear a
good. You
lot of
good.
Be
people.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead
feel
and.
consistent
you.
with yourself.
You can hear a lot of people saying they don't like their stuff because they overweight and stuff. I hear a lot of that all over the internet.
That's.
I don't
I'm gonna be
like
real with you.
myself.
That's.
Yeah.
I said.
But I feel like,
I said
but I
that to
feel
my
like
damn
that's the
self,
thing.
and
Like, oh, go ahead, Trey.
no, I was just saying. I said that to myself. And I just did something about it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
everybody say
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
That's all
But
it
like,
be,
here's
man.
the other thing too. That's the other thing too, with also being going through that honesty and really just coming through and figuring out what you don't like about yourself. Then ask yourself this: are you human? You're not perfect. You're gonna
Yes,
make
I'm human.
mistakes.
Yes.
But until you
And
can accept what your shortcomings and your failures are, you can't
right.
expect another person to,
Can
right?
I say something though?
Me, I can be
Okay.
extremely temperamental, right? I'm a little too spicy sometimes, right? I
But I
know
like
that. That's
spicy
one of my
food. That's the
shortcomings.
best. Spicy food is good.
That
I
part.
want to say.
Like, I do that. But at the same time, like, I had to accept it, right? Like, hey, you know what? I am this person, but fuck it. I still love it. It doesn't mean I don't love myself. It's just another aspect of me. That's it. And at the end of the day, we're all beautifully broken. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you gotta learn to accept your body, accept who you are first, and then figure out how to change it. Because I know a lot of people that have self-esteem issues. Oh man, it's due to weight, it's due to weight, it's due to weight, and then they go get gastric bypass or whatever else, and they
Right.
still hate themselves.
Right.
So
Because the thing
it's
Exactly.
a
never really
thin
was your
line
weight; it
though.
was your mind.
It's a
It was
thin
your
line
mind.
though.
Fix your mind. Fix your mind. The best thing you
Got to.
can do is fix your mind.
Right.
If you don't fix the root to everything is your mind.
Right.
What you feed your mind, what you consume, that is gonna move you forward or it's gonna work against you.
And I want to say this one thing, and I realized something. I ain't gonna say I never paid attention, but I didn't pay attention to it when you were just talking. I noticed because
Yeah.
Leona, you did say something. You said all over the internet during the time that I was losing when I was going through my lost weight journey.
Hmm.
The internet was around, but Facebook was the most popular. If you get where I'm coming from, if y'all get my drift, meaning it wasn't nobody wasn't
Mm-hmm.
caring about TikTok. Nobody wasn't caring about Instagram. Was just trying to do its thing during this time. So
Hmm.
everybody was like mostly like on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And on that, people post pictures, but it's just mainly posters and people writing stuff. So it was that going around, but it wasn't that going around during that time. You know what I'm saying? The internet wasn't over whatever you want to call it right now, because right now it's out of hand. Back then it was like kind of controlled because we was doing certain things on certain apps. Now it's like all over the damn place, and it happened so fast within a 5 year period. But now it's like I feel like people be looking on the internet because they comparing themselves to the next person all the
Right.
damn
Exactly.
time, and that's
Exactly.
not healthy at all.
Yeah.
So I got
Yeah.
another one. I just thought about that. So I gotta put a little because I see what she typed. She said about us about the which I feel that a lot. Accept your body and change your mind. So I'm gonna put it this way because that can get with that. I think you gotta add. I would say accept what you can't change. I'm gonna put it that way because a lot of people. I'm gonna put it this way. Some people be like, oh, let me just accept this attitude I get. You know what I'm saying? This attitude problem I get. Or let me accept uh I'm like this towards other people or something like that, and don't try to make any type of change. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm meaning about accept what you can change. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just be settling for where they at and just be and try to make them happy, even though they know they're not happy about it. But then they just try to be like, oh, let me boost this up. But I say if you able to change it, right? I would say like accept what you can't change, like this, the gray patch, right? I can't change it unless I put it or cover it up. But I'm not about to cover it up, right? Because it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Why would I add something extra on me that's not part of me? You know what I'm saying? So I have to accept it because that's what it is right there. You know what I'm saying? I can't change it. But if I'm just saying, like, if it's like my eating habits or something like that, I if I can do better or if it's a better way I can do things, then I wouldn't just accept it because I got the opportunity to make better out of it, or I can do better out of that situation, so I can start eating, maybe some carrots or some, I'm saying some stuff because I can just sit here and accept my
Let me bother you,
I
bro.
mean all type of stuff you can just accept, but it's depend on what you accepting though. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say, 'cause that was a
Mm-hmm.
that was a powerful statement. Accept your body, change your mind. This is what I got from it when I read that. It's like this. If you, long as you accept, all right. You know how people say, okay, I don't like the way I look. You know,
Right.
accept that, accept that. But
Got you.
don't keep saying I don't like the way I look, and I, you know what I'm saying. You just not, you don't want to accept it. Accept that, but change it. change your mindset, change everything about you know what I'm saying? What you how you handling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
want to do something about what you don't like, you should change it. Except that you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But also not find a way, but you have to do something to change it if you don't like it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and that's what makes not love themselves because they get on the internet and start shaking everything that they get, and they know they don't love themselves when they do that, because people start downing them, and it hurts them. I know it do, because it hurts me when I hear people talk about them.
Hmm. And,
Yeah,
oh, that
see
kind
that.
of ties back into what I was saying though. So I'm gonna bring that back up about you,
Oh,
because the
hold
thing
on.
is, what they do
Oh,
nowadays, when people is not
I
comfortable, right?
wanted to answer that question.
They want to. You said what?
I was like, go ahead and I'm gonna answer that question that Jimmy
Oh,
asked.
okay,
What the
okay, I
filtered
got you.
comment means.
I was basically getting to about um I'm just saying, like, a lot of times people, what they do, and that's what I was meaning about they really don't love themselves, is that, say, if you know what I'm saying, they look at it that, oh, I can't change this or something like that or whatever, or I can't get attention this type of way. So that's when they have to start, because like we were just talking about yesterday, sex and all that stuff is one of the top next things or whatever. So they have to sexualize themselves to help boost their confidence, right? To get
Mm-hmm.
unwanted love that ain't real love. You know what I'm saying? So that's their form of love, is by, I gotta post these pictures so I can look good or whatever like this, or I gotta come out here half whatever, you know what I'm saying, so I can get this attention, but it's not the attention you really need. You know what I'm saying? It might be the one you want, but it ain't what you need. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But that mean, if it takes all that, you gotta take off less clothes, or if you got to, you know, come and post with the tongue out and all that stuff just to get some attention, you don't love yourself for real. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
you got to try the little
Mm-hmm.
the another whole route just to get some attention. That means you don't know what you can't get what I don't know how to say. But basically, I'm just saying, like, if it ain't no other way, but you got to sexualize yourself just to get it, you really don't know how to. You really don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
anybody can do that.
Well, there's
Young one can do, a young kid can do that to another kid or something. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. That's, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just getting to about that. When it
I
comes to
get
that,
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I get where you're coming from though. But yeah, no. So for those of y'all in the comments, if you ever see that like some comments can be filtered, you may have used a word like TikTok has certain words, certain phrases, certain things that are flagged.
mm,
So you could just be getting a warning. You may have just hit a flag real quick. It's not that big of a deal. Usually, what I say is like, if you can, like, if you do see that, just it could be something either pertaining to a particular topic or so on and so forth. Sometimes just changing the wording on it or changing the way you spell it definitely works. But yeah, usually I wouldn't pay too much mind to those, um, and so on and so forth. That's just a filter. But to
I
what
ain't
Kev
gonna.
was saying,
I
but
want to
to what
say
Kev was
something.
saying.
You could laugh too
Oh,
much.
sorry. Go ahead.
TikTok will block that. No, no, no. I'm just saying you could laugh too much. TikTok will block that shit. They just be tripping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They tripping. But also at the same time, like Kev was saying, there's a difference between doing stuff for you and doing stuff for other people, right? If you're doing it for you because you want your own to gain your own validation, then you don't care what other people are doing, and that's why you'll go through the journey where you know what I mean. It's not just oh I want to like the we were using weight loss. You're not just losing weight right to for other people's gain. You're losing weight because you want it to. Right. And in turn, you're also probably working on your mindset subconsciously without even realizing that because you're getting it from you versus, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to lose all this weight or I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get stacked for dudes. I'm going to get stacked and I'm going to get all these women. But then what ends up happening
right,
to that dude that got stacked and wanted all those women, women ain't giving him the time of day because at
right,
the end of the day, it's not, none of that was important. It was your mindset. Miserable is miserable. That has no shape, no form, no bounds, no shape, no
right,
form, no nothing. Ego is ego. Self hatred is self hatred. Self hatred, and that shit stinks off people.
right.
You ever meet a person, and you could tell, right? You can instantly tell like that person hates themselves. They don't like themselves, and it's just radiating off them.
Facts.
I was I
You
was
know what
like
I
that
mean?
when I was younger. As I think about that though, and of course I was younger, whatever. But I'm just saying,
You,
like, it was
you
like
was
the
like
little
what?
stuff, like, huh?
No, I'm saying well, you was like, no, you finish explaining it. Go ahead. You finish explaining
Oh,
it.
Oh no. Yeah, I was just saying that like back then I used to wear hats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that or it was little stuff and it's just like what you were saying though, like when you I was doing stuff for other people. You know, that was the problem and stuff. Like, okay, maybe this hat on and I used to call myself the Joker or something like that or whatever, and I had it on my head like this about to be so sweet, the girl's gonna like me when I put this on and all that stuff. And then when I had it nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing. I'm like, what the heck? Why didn't you know what I'm saying? I was thinking in my mind, like, man, they gonna be like, what do that name mean? I'm like, hey, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Some lame junk. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That was, you know what I'm saying? I was doing it for other people and all that stuff. When I be wearing
Mhm.
the sweet glasses or something like that, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to get this. And it's like, but that's what it is. Like, it's that mindset. So it was an insecurity about me. And I thought that me trying to entertain other people rather than doing this stuff for myself. You know what I'm saying? That was like I
Mhm.
said, that was an insecurity problem, and I really didn't love myself because I it took all the exterior things to get what I wanted at that time. I wanted at that time. So yeah, this that was most definitely like I said, it's an insecurity thing. I really didn't love myself. You know, so I didn't learn. I didn't know how to. You know,
Yeah, but I think that that's something that a lot of us fall into though, Kev, when we're younger. You know
right?
what I mean? I did the same thing when I was younger. I did the same thing. I wouldn't say I necessarily, like had to cover anything up. Well, no, I did. Um, I would wear bigger and baggier clothes because I've always been a very small framed person, right? So I'd wear baggier clothes to look like, to give the appearance that I looked bigger than I actually was. I had more weight on me than I did. And I did that because of the insecurity, right? I didn't fully accept how my body was, right? And I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
sit there and say that I didn't go to the gym. I did. I was in the gym, I was doing weights, I was lifting, I was trying to hit those gains, but I was doing it for all the wrong reasons,
Right.
right? I was doing it so people would shut the hell up. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, I want to go gain weight. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to go lift weights and do all of this. No, I was doing it because I got tired of everybody telling me, like, oh, AJ, you're too skinny. You know what I mean? You need to eat
Mm-hmm.
something. I'm tired of that. You know what I mean? So at the same time, like, I had to learn that lesson. You got to do things for you at the end of the day. Like, my whole journey now is not for other people. I'm not doing this to appease my parents. I'm not doing this to appease other people. My expectations now are strictly on my own, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
my insecurities also came from trying to live up to other people's expectations of who I was supposed to be, not who I needed to be and who I wanted to be, what AJ wanted me to be. I wanted to be what I wanted to make everybody happy. Let me get everybody to shut up for a second. And that's the thing,
Now
you know?
my insecurity now,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I weigh 135, right? Guess what size I
Mm-hmm.
wear? I wear a 2X. You want to know why? Because
Mm-hmm.
um I like to keep my body covered over. I don't even wear a bra
Same.
because I don't want nobody to notice me, you know? I don't want that attention on me. That's my insecurity.
Yeah.
I want everything
Thank you, pretty.
like my shirts and stuff or my dress clothes and stuff. Something has to be hanging over my butt, you know? That's
Mm-hmm.
still my insecurity. That's been up for a long, long time. A long time that's
Yeah.
been
No,
going
I
on.
can, girl, I can relate to that because I hate, like, because it's like the other thing too. Like, and I know when I brought this up, a lot of people kind of give you crap for it, right? My biggest insecurity is being overly sexualized. I'm overly sexualized to the point it's gross sometimes, right? Because of who I am.
Hmm.
Like, oh, oh man, AJ this, AJ that. Like, I'm always a conquest, right? Especially when I was younger, I was always a conquest, right? Even when I was in my quote unquote hoe days, I was a conquest for people. And I made pride of that because it was false love. I was like, fine, fuck it, if this is what you all need me to be. But it was never what I wanted, right? I just want somebody that I can sit down and have an actual conversation with
Without
instead
them
of being
looking at
told,
your
oh, you're
chest or
too pretty,
anything.
you're too pretty. Yeah, without them looking
Right.
at my chest, without them making comments about my butt, without them sitting there talking to me and being like, oh, you're too pretty to be this smart. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that
it was the
sounds
shit I used
goofy.
to get told all the time.
Yeah, you can't sit
That's
down.
Oh,
I
because
you're too
mean,
dudes
pretty to
ain't
be
had
smart.
game back then, man. I think I might have said some lame stuff like that
All
back
the
then too,
time.
but people ain't had no game.
Straight up.
yeah, because you sit down and with a guy or
You're
something
too
and
pretty
your
to be
chest hanging
smart.
up like that, you got your chest up, they not even looking at your face. You know, they looking
Of
right at
course,
your chest.
of course.
Yeah,
That's
that's why
it.
I'm wearing a
Like, if you
bra.
want to know what I wear to the gym,
Got to,
yeah,
right?
I'll tell you what I wear to
That's
the
the
gym.
thing that
It ain't
make
what
me
everybody
laugh.
else. It's not what all the other
Why
people
have
wear.
all that stuff out and then don't
I'm
want nobody
sorry.
to look at it? That don't
I
make
don't like
sense.
because I didn't like my breasts being that big.
But
I
it's
didn't
not.
like
No,
it.
no, 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 no,
I'm sorry.
no, no,
But they
no.
be putting a whole
It's not
cut
that I
in their
walked
junk just
around.
so they can see it. What the heck?
Oh,
Okay, okay, that's different. But like for
Cleavage
me, it
just
wasn't even
showing,
that, right?
and
It would
then you
just
don't want
be.
nobody to look at your
Well, I'll
cleavage.
put
Like,
it this
come
way.
on.
I'll put it this way. It's
Damn.
hot, right? I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's hot outside. I'm wearing jeans. Of course, I got a bra on, but I'm wearing, say, a wife beater, right? Just a little tank top muscle shirt. It's hot outside. I can't walk around in a fucking hoodie all the time, right? Especially when it's 102 outside. I'm gonna pass out somewhere,
girl, I
right?
can.
But if I'm sitting out there, I mean, I do now, but like, you know what I mean? But when I was younger, you know what I mean? I'd be outside, like, just trying to cut the yard or something. I'm not trying to do nothing to get any attention. I'm literally just trying to human, you know what I mean? Or I'm trying to go run errands real quick and it's just hot. Like,
No.
can I get some air for a minute, please? Without you dudes being like, oh, hey, what's your name? Like, get away from me.
Life of a woman, man.
Like,
I mean, sure.
you know what I mean? It's just hot. You know what I mean? Like, that's just all it is. So that was just kind of the thing. I mean, I'm getting a little better with that now, right? Like I've stopped wearing like a lot of like really baggy clothes, but I've never been the type that like walked around everything hanging out either. Majority of my shit was like sweatpants and a tank top.
Mm.
That was it. Sweatpants, tank top, tennis shoes. Easy.
Mass was long t-shirts and jogging pants.
Let me
But
see
now
that
my
10K,
wardrobe
y'all, man.
changed.
Tap, tap, tap.
My wardrobe changed now. Now I wear dress
Yeah.
clothes now when I go out.
Can we just
And
stop?
dresses, long dresses I wear.
Yeah.
You
I
turn
be,
into like a
you know,
human umbrella.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I wear those African dresses now because I like those. They cover
Oh no,
everything.
I bought some moo the other day. I ain't even gonna lie, sleeping in a moo so comfy. We good. I just bought a bunch of new. I just want to tell y'all that I was excited. I'm a mute.
yeah, I don't know what that is to even I don't even know what that is to even react though.
I can't tell when people are flirting with me, so I think they get annoyed and just stop. Like, no, how
Oh,
she
Hold
that
gonna
on, wait.
happens
get
to me.
between the
Wait.
lines? Where's her
That was a woman.
intuition at?
That was a woman that said that.
That was Jamie. Jamie T.
How y'all don't be knowing when somebody flirting with y'all?
Oh, I
Like
I
know.
don't know.
I
I
I don't
know.
be
know.
I be
I
like
don't.
out of my mind. I'm like, how the hell you can't tell? Like,
Like,
Oh, I
dude, I'm
can.
sitting here
I
slobbing out
can.
the mouth.
so
I can tell
Leona,
The
you.
life of a
explain.
dude, man, you get called a
Hold on,
creep if you try. You get a scary hit if you
Leona.
don't try.
Uh-huh.
Like, dog, it's just so hard. It's like
I
a
want
Uh-huh.
you to
gamble.
explain. I want you to
Uh-huh.
explain how you know. I want you to explain give an example how you would know somebody flirting with you.
Because they come over there and start talking to me. That's how I know. They'll come over there and start making
Nice.
conversation
See,
with
that's
me,
what you
you know,
do.
Hello.
and I'm
I
not
mean, anybody
interested.
could walk up. Well, hold
No,
How
I'm
on.
you
just,
doing?
You said,
no, they sit over there and start
hold
talking
on.
to,
Slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. Anybody could come up to you and talk to you. I
Good
want you to
morning.
tell me how you know they flirting. Like, what does they do? What they say? Like, what type of eye contact? What is their face expressions is? Like, how is they walking up to you? How is they talking? How is they tone is? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta
okay,
get detailed. You feel
let
me?
me give you a detail. I was at the library. I be at the library sometime, right? And this guy came up there and started talking to me about he was talking, what was he talking to me about?
Ain't
They
going
always want to
laundry,
know where
bro.
you live at. Do you got a boyfriend? You know, can I come over? It just comes down, it just start coming down to deep like that, you know? Why do they always ask me, can I come over?
Well, damn.
One
He
second,
said
y'all.
this
I
in the
gotta do this
first.
real quick.
Damn. He ain't wait. He asked right then and there.
No,
The
they
first
can't
time.
wait. They think you gonna say, yeah, come on.
This is crazy.
So,
He said,
can
"Can
I
I come
explain how
over?"
somebody
That's how I know
like
they
me
flirting.
That's a
does
real.
not
That what you
know
said,
if
Jay?
you flirting with me? I was like, so I'm gonna tell you what it's like for me because I struggle with knowing if somebody's flirting with me. I'll be 100% on. I don't know. Other people have usually other people got to tell me like, hey, you know that person was just flirting. I'm like, oh really? Oh no, I just thought they were just being a nice person, right? Like, it's just literally what it is. I'm not one of those people who thinks that like everybody who walks up to me and talks to me is flirting with me. That's like not even on the forefront of my mind. I'm just like, oh, hey, like, what's up? Like, maybe, like, oh, you just want to have a conversation. That's not a big deal, right? Or if somebody who walks up to me and is like, somebody who holds the door open for me, right? Like, say I'm walking into a 7-Eleven. I'm just assuming that you grew up with manners. Like, that's just having good
Right.
manners. Hold the door open, you see somebody coming. I'm not thinking that you're flirting with me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And then even within conversation sometimes, I'm not good at that read between the lines shit,
So
right? And it's not that I can't figure it out. It's too much energy for me to figure it out, right? I don't want to hear this whole, you know what I mean? And especially, when me being fucking gay, especially with dealing with women, women are not that direct. They're not direct. They're not straight up,
Not at all.
right? Women want to do this, that, and the third and be like, you should have known I like you. Like, I can't do this, right?
I
Like,
can't read
I
minds,
can't sit there, like,
motherfucker.
you can't, if I ask you, are you okay? Right? And you tell me yes. I don't want to find out later that that meant you weren't okay and you needed a hug. You could have just said that. You could have been like, no, I'm not okay. Okay, cool. Because the moment you said you were okay or you were all right, that's what I ran with and I kept going. Like, I don't have time. So that's why, like, for people like me,
I
I
got a
don't know
question.
if you flirted.
Okay, my bad.
I'm about to get a
What's up?
question too. Go ahead, third
I,
Go
I
child.
for
got
it.
a quick question. Hold on. I gotta go. I got a question for all the women that's listening right now, even you on the panel. Right. My question is,
Okay.
why do women think we are mind readers? And if
I'm
you
not
want
that
to
one.
know something, like, I'm done. I don't want to ask the question no more.
Let
Wait,
me do my
tell us.
question
Ask
real
the
quick. Let me do my question
question.
real quick, then. So I want to
No, no,
ask
no,
a
no, no, no,
question
And
no,
she
no,
said,
no.
to
Let
she
him
Jamie.
said, I'm
finish
not.
his question. Let him finish his question real quick. I want
Basically,
him to
it's
finish.
kind of, it's basically tying into what you just mentioned, like why they think we are mind readers. Like they expect for us to know certain things when you ain't showing no, like you looking and you ain't showing no signs other than you think I'm supposed to read your goddamn mind. That's what you want, or you want me, or you want that. Like what the fuck? And then, like how you said, they'll be like, I suppose how the hell I supposed to know? You ain't goddamn across the street playing. You been a little stuckerish, just weird as hell, to be honest with you. And we so happen to find out, you know what I'm saying? Because we done bumped each other, you know what I'm saying, closely this time, and we just have a conversation there. How am I supposed to know this? It's crazy. So that's what I was asking, like, why women do that? Why y'all sisters do that?
I can't speak to that because
Me
I'm
neither.
very direct.
I don't know. I
I'm a
ain't
very
direct.
direct. I'm a very direct person.
She said, I ain't doing.
So
I'm as
I'm
anybody
straight
not.
else
up as
before
can
I
be.
ask my question, because I'm ready.
I
I'm
think
ready to
Jamie
hear it.
Jamie just said. I think Jamie just said. I think most women want their mind. Oops.
No one's going
I think
to
most women
know.
want their mind read. They want intuitive intimacy. That takes time. No one is going to know your question in the beginning. Comes with time, learning body language. Yeah, I can see that actually. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So
Go ahead, kid.
what happened? Oh,
We ready for your question?
Yeah.
Ask a question.
so for I don't know how to speak on women and men stuff, but whatever. So for the women, who all got that little intuition power thing, right? I don't know what it is. Y'all go. The women's intuition. Y'all say I. You know what I'm saying? Just say that real quick. I'm trying to see ass out, you know.
I
Depends on
I.
what it is. It depends on what it is, but
No, no, no. It depends. Just go strong with it. Stick the chest out. You know what I'm saying?
You asking everybody this?
okay, it
All the
depends on
women.
what it
All
Just
the
the
is.
women.
women.
I got a couple more women in the. I'm waiting on y'all to say I and the thing too. Y'all can say no, no or I. One of them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got women's intuition, you know what I'm saying? Is it real good? Is it good?
I think I do.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm waiting for a couple people in the comments to say anything. You know what I'm saying? About a few people that's in it that could say that. I see y'all tapping, but y'all ain't
I
saying
got
nothing.
intuition. I could be walking behind somebody and look at that guy. I can feel his
I do.
eyes
Okay.
on my booty. I just can't.
Got that
What the
booty.
fuck?
So we got okay. It's not good. Okay. I do. It's you. It's T in here. That's the main one I want to ask this question for. What's her name? Jamie T. Where she at? Where she go? Oh, there she go. But we've known each other since time. Did I miss her? You said you had just. All right, whatever. But basically, I don't get. So you said you gotta hide women's intuition, but then again, why don't that same thing work for when you know a man is flirting with you?
That's how I
No, see,
know.
that's
Like
different.
it's
I
like it's like
know.
the intuition work on negative stuff, but not when it's something when a dude is interested.
So to answer that for me, no, I can tell when a guy is flirting with me because, like I said, men are straight up. Men are gonna be
Okay, I
straight up
can't catch
about
you
it.
in the counter. I can't catch you.
Yeah, like it's when it comes to women, women are not that direct. Women are gonna go, you know what I mean? You gotta try to read her mind type shit. So
Yeah, because we don't come and say, do you got a girlfriend? The first thing a man asks you if they interested in you, is you seeing somebody, you know? It's always, is
Leona,
you seeing somebody?
I will say, um,
yeah,
down here,
women will walk up to you and be
down
like,
here,
"I like your
check,
shoes," and I'm
check
supposed to
me
know
out.
that you were flirting with me.
Can I say
Women
something?
will
Hold on.
just stare at you.
Down here in the city of Broad County, hey, they walking up and telling your ass what they want.
What?
They it yeah. They don't
That's
give a
scary.
damn about that shit. They yeah, it is.
Wow.
it it is. They don't man.
I ain't
Listen
gonna
here,
lie, I can't
man.
take
Look,
no direct shit. That'd be kind of scary
yeah,
nowadays.
they
What the heck?
direct
How
as
many
fuck.
dudes you did this to? Let me get
And you
that.
said they, you said hold on, then what you said something. You said they don't do. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Yes, sir. I had some do it to me before. Came up to
I had
me
a
just like,
few.
I want this and that, but I'm like, oh hell no,
Oh,
you just
wow.
scared me. You just scared me, man. You too. You, it look like you trying to fight me, Billy. Get your ass back in that ass my
That
face.
part, Jamie,
Give me
that
that.
part. She just said it.
Came up in there
Heck
like,
yeah, I'll run
baby
away
girl,
right there. I'll be
give me
real
Yeah,
scared.
but
that
they just
ass.
But
they
that's
act
how
You
people
think
is
you
down in
wrong.
certain places, you know? But
yeah.
down here in Cleveland where I'm at, I don't hear it like that, you know?
I'm trying
What?
to
Oh
find
yeah,
what the hell
you
from my
All
close to
right.
my area.
So we gonna take a
Detroit.
quick little intermission real quick. Let's get this
Mm-hmm.
up 15K. We're gonna stop the
15K.
conversation till we get to 15K because a lot of the time I keep saying that and I gotta stop the conversation 4 times and then y'all finally do it. So we gonna
Mm.
pause, enjoy
No,
the
I'll be
music.
tapping. I'm tap. And now y'all can't hear me because I'm tapping a little.
Oh, tap a loud. So I know.
May I just hit the goddamn tap button first,
How we gonna
please?
play this song until then? Oh, let me get this for y'all.
Ready,
Go. That's when they start
let's
right
go,
there.
let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go.
Oh,
go.
that's my real deep voice. My bad. I meant to do the fake deep voice.
Yeah. As we wait,
Tap, tap, tap.
we gon' tap. We
I'm
gon'
gonna
get
cut
to
myself off. Let me
15K,
finish checking
baby.
myself. Let me do my job. Let me do
You
my
know,
job. All right, let's get the show on the road.
let's get it. Oh, Nikki. Hold up, I got something
What's
for
up,
you. I got
Nikki?
new
Welcome
intros
in.
too.
Who that is?
Now we have Nikki in the building. Nikki! What's the deal?
Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the live.
Yeah, I got a new tweet. That's my new. I do those intros. Well, that way, but not that way. But you know, okay, let's be close to 15K. Is them fingers working? I swear y'all be using it for other things, but y'all can't get it. Y'all can use it for other things. Y'all can't use it on the tap. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it. Say 12.1. Yeah. Yeah, that's my yeah. I just started doing this 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 thing at Right. I couldn't even think. Perfect timing. There go bird came in. But yeah, I just started doing this song this weekend when it came up. I was like, you know what? Hold up. I gotta do another one. I seen
Well,
there's a new
gave me the
person in
gift.
here.
Well, whoever gave me a gift, thank you. I didn't even know. Well, thank you very much. I love you. Like, I'm just gonna spread the love. I'm I'm in the love spirit. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
almost there. We can. Oops.
Y'all almost there. We can 15K, y'all. Then we can start talking again. So I know y'all like just staring at our
That was
type.
funny. That was
Welcome
What?
to the
funny.
live. Welcome to the live. Please tap,
I'm
tap, tap
almost
the
there.
screen. Let's get it up
He say,
15K.
he
We
say,
almost there,
almost
y'all.
there. Y'all keep. Oh shit.
Please make sure that y'all follow everybody. Everybody in here is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Please stay respectful in the comments. Please respect the host, respect the live, respect the space. If you cannot respect the space,
And we
I am
love
a
the
flight
Most High.
attendant and I will send you wherever you want to go. And just know that you don't got to go home, but you don't got to stay here. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for flying. Laugh with Kev. Tap, tap. We almost there, y'all. Almost there. We got 13.7.
Kenchi, what's the deal? Welcome.
Jamie, what the likes do is they push them onto the FYP. If y'all
My
want, just
bad.
go ahead. Also in the chat, just go ahead and put hashtag FYP.
Good evening. How you
Get more
feeling?
people in this conversation.
Yes. And hit the box if y'all got something on the topic, man. The topic is if you only know how to love one way, you really don't understand how to love. The
If you got
second
There
one.
water
you
in the
go.
refrigerator, go drink it. I just want everybody to drink their water. That's all I want to say. Go ahead.
Drink that water. Y'all better hear my good
Come on,
peoples. I
we
gotta
Oh,
almost there. We
I
almost
drink
there. We
water
almost
all the
there.
time.
14.5.
Put some life in your body. Yes,
I have to drink water.
we all
Yep.
do, Leona. We all do.
No,
Yes.
I'm talking about I
What
have
is it? You
kidney
have not
problems.
had your
So no,
water
I'm talking about
today?
I got kidney problems, so I really have to drink water now. You know?
That part.
Well, we gotta
Yes.
drink
Please
water
make
so we
sure
don't
that
have
you
to go
feed and
get
water
to it. So
yourself.
everybody gotta drink it.
Well,
I
I
hope
used to
you
didn't
pop
drink
some
water.
Sunny.
I used to didn't drink
Oh
water.
no! Don't say
I used to
that.
drink
Don't say
Ooh,
juice,
we
that.
ain't
pop, and
gonna.
all that stuff.
All right, we just gonna leave that alone.
Right.
Let
Keep it
go.
That
moving.
one just
Let
leave
it
that.
go.
Hey, you doing a good thing now. I'm put it that way. You're doing
There
a
we
very
go.
good
There
thing.
we
Yeah.
go. 15K.
We almost there.
Hey, thank
Oh,
y'all.
say it
Thank you for
already on
tapping the
yours.
screen. Let's
They don't
go.
say it on mine. Oh, there you go. They say it now. I only drink water. That's my New Year resolution 2 years ago. Never look back. There you go. Hold up. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's
I feel like
go.
that's low, dog. How come I didn't put that on there?
I got your back. I got your back, brother.
All right.
I
Is
got
it
your back,
louder?
brother. I got you.
Is it louder when I do this one? Nope, that's still weak. Oh, this your trash. Thank you very much. Come on, Kench. Come up in the box. See how you feel about the topic, man. I know you're a good talker. Let's go ahead and get it going. Who else able to get in the box? Come on in the box. We gonna get this going, man. We gonna get it going, man. I'm on the rest of this whole week. I got a long Friday for y'all. I got a long. That sound
The
weird. I gotta
longest.
finish that off. I got a long Saturday for y'all and a long maybe Sunday we gonna be all over at Trey crib, man. I think if he getting on.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
What's
how
the
you doing,
deal?
Kencha?
Okay,
Let me
what
let
is
me
the
let me
topic again? Because I can't.
Kenchia.
So
I
the
can't say that.
topic, if you only know how to love one way, you really don't understand how to love.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I only know how to love one way. I
You know I'm about to trigger some stuff. Forget it. I'm just gonna go straight to it.
yeah.
You heard about the love languages, right?
Yes.
I feel like that's like loving one way when people specify one way to love. So what you
Well,
got with that one?
so my love language is acts of service, but
Okay.
I also love my daughter another way. So I
You
mean,
just made me laugh the way you said it. I ain't mean to laugh. I was
I
like,
also
I
love
did
my
not see
daughter.
that coming when you said
So those are two types of ways to love. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
And both is both. So I'm gonna try to understand this love language stuff. So with that, you say you love your daughter. So do you? No, I forgot. Actors. I mean, when you do that's receiving love. So it ain't how you give love. So
Even though my love language is not physical touch, I do um, administer that love language pretty well. I mean, I hug everybody, family, friends, give them a kiss on the cheek. My daughter is a very lovey-dovey child. And when I'm in a relationship, I'm pretty physical.
Yeah,
mm.
you can hold hands.
Man, maybe I should have made this more triggering. Let me see real quick. I'm
Yeah.
about to change it up on y'all real quick. Because I'm gonna tell you the way I think, man. This how I am. This how I feel. I feel like it ain't just it. I don't think it's just one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you can accept all five, you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's true real love. You know what I'm saying? If you could
Hmm.
take it in any type of form instead of just specifying in one way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you can't take it in just if you got to just specify one single one, then you got to. I think that's something you got, which ties in number two. That's something you got to dig within yourself as to why you can't see love or accept love, them other four type of ways, or them other whatever you pick. If you pick two of them out of the, you know what I'm saying? Why can't you accept it in other ways? You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch the topic up because I'm gonna put it up.
I was gonna say quality time. That love language I don't rock with too much. Um, I like to have my personal time. So if somebody likes, like, if that's their love language, that would be a problem. They wouldn't be able to rock with me because I need you to be able to have like your own life, do your own thing. Um, we can certainly, do things together, but I can't have somebody attached to my hip, if that makes sense.
Oh
Hmm.
wow! Hold up, I gotta get one more
That
thing in real
but
quick.
go ahead.
Lazy, what's the deal? Welcome to the live. Thanks for the roses. Pure Beauty, you too. Hold up, one more. My bad, y'all. Pure Beauty, welcome to the live. Hello.
I forgot to turn my voice regular.
He's all maniacal.
Yeah, she
That's
shut up.
hysterical.
What I was gonna say was, damn, I forgot. Never mind.
Man, I
Nah,
was ready to.
man, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was to what she had said. But I kind of can you matter of fact, can you say what you just said before? I was
Love
Yeah.
stuck.
language.
So if someone's love language is quality time, that doesn't sit well with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay, I
can't have
remember. I
somebody
remember.
attached to my hip. They have to
I
have
re-
some kind of
mhm,
life and
right.
goals and like
Like,
hobbies because they cannot
okay,
be.
I got you. 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 What I was gonna say. Nah, I'm not trying to cut you off. It just I don't want to forget my train of thought again. I'm sorry. But
You're good.
what I was gonna say was, um, somebody that's on your hip is somebody that's just clingy. That's just clingy. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be under you, having your life and all that. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But if somebody love language is quality time, you should want to spend quality time with the person that you love. So you should want to know who you're around. That's what when you said that, I'm like, huh? We like you should want to spend time with the person that you love. I
That's what I would
mean,
have thought.
it don't have to be all the time. It don't have to be like,
Dang,
it don't have to
you
be in a way
stole it.
like,
I
okay,
want to
I need
get
to
to
be
that,
under
man.
I
Why
want
you
to
gotta
be under
think
you
like
all the
me?
time. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Quality of time, it just sometime throughout the day and
It's
y'all spend
normal.
with each other. So it's like, yeah. I feel like somebody
I was
that's
about to
been
say it
under you
gotta
is
be a
just somebody that's just
balance.
clingy.
Yeah, it
Well,
gotta be
yeah.
a balance. She went
So
straight to the clingy, like it can't be a middle
so
ground or
Jamie
something.
Jamie T said it best. She said quality over quantity. So I can do quality time, but I can't do, I can't be with someone who doesn't like, they don't have any friends, they don't do nothing
I feel you.
outside of their relationship. It's just, once they're
I
in a
feel you on that.
relationship, they're like up under you and just, they
I'm
don't have
literally
anything
like
better
that
to
though.
do.
I'm literally like that too though. I can't. I mean, I need my space. Let me play the game for a little bit. I ain't gotta be
Right,
your hobby type
Mother.
stuff. I feel you on that
right.
though. But I'm just saying you still have to show it. You got to still appreciate it. Okay, let me let AJ go real quick now before I get deep.
I was just gonna say there's a difference between quality time and quantity time. I ain't giving
Yep,
you quantity time. I'll give you quality. You want quantity
exactly.
time? Go find somebody else. I'm not. I can't have you up my ass. I can't breathe for you. Breathe out of your own lungs. Get away from me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm too introverted for that anyway. But
That's that doing
the
too much
quality
thing we was
time,
just
yeah, of
talking
course.
about.
But that's, yeah, exactly that question. You know what I mean? I had
So
is there such thing as doing too much? To me, quantity time, way too much. I don't got time. I got a job. I got shit to do. You
So,
know what I mean?
so my thing is, all right, hold on, slow up. So when y'all in a relationship with somebody and y'all really love somebody, and I ain't saying everybody think like this, you know what I'm saying? It's cause sometimes y'all be sounding like I'm just saying. Sometimes y'all sound like y'all be like, hey, we in a relationship together. Let's spend time. But hey, get the fuck out my face. I'll deal with you when I'm ready. Next time when I'm ready, when I'm free, when I don't want to be by myself no more, then I'm gonna deal with you again. Come on, it's on and off. If I'm wrong, just correct me. It's cool. I know how to say. I know how to accept it. But
No.
that's what
Oh,
it be
y'all
sounding like
so
sometimes.
mean.
Ooh,
Everybody's so mean to people.
no,
what?
right.
What happened? What the fuck? Um, what happened? You don't know what
I said, what
happened?
the fuck?
That sounds so mean.
Yeah, we gotta start making some
Y'all hurt my
sacrifices though.
feelings.
I get it.
Oh,
But I'm telling
how
you,
your
a
feelings?
stage 5 clinger does not work for me. You gotta have some hobbies. You gotta go do some things. You cannot be like, other than work, you just sit in the house and do nothing, and you have no friends, and
That
you
sounds
know,
like me. I ain't got no friends.
damn. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
but
hear
that's
that.
different.
I
Yeah.
mean, you shouldn't want to
So
be in a relationship and goddamn held somebody hostage just because you ain't got no friends. I
Oh no,
understand
no, I
that
would
part,
never do that.
but
No, 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 I
but
would
we
never
ain't,
do that.
but
I
we
would
ain't
See,
really
never
that's
do
what
talk.
that.
happens
Right.
sometimes.
Hold
Is if
on.
you
Let me
don't
finish.
have any kind of
Let me finish
relationships
this little thing.
outside of
I got a
your
few words to say to
person.
finish. Just a few words.
Go ahead.
We not talking on the sense of if you ain't got no friends and you want to be clingy. We saying what's your love language like when you with a person like we ain't dealing with the part of okay you can't be like this you can't fuck that part. We even talk about the good part. I'm sorry for using that word. Um, yeah, that's not the word to use. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Bump that part. Yeah, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get
Not
nobody in trouble,
right.
and I'm not talking. Yeah, so yeah, bump that part. Bump the part about okay, I don't like this in this person. That's all we always dealing with what we don't like in a person. What do we like? That's what I'm saying. And if you like
but
somebody
that's
and you dealing with them, how is your love language to that person? That's just focused on what you like, not what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
but can so here's the thing
yeah.
with
Just
that
because you
though.
ain't got no friends don't mean that I still need my space. You know, I still need my space. I still need that person to go somewhere or I go somewhere. You know, you right. I don't want to be clingy, but you can still be by yourself. Remember that.
Yeah, cause clingy ain't good. That
So
it
here's
is
my
annoying.
but I think that's the thing. I think a lot of us when we hear love language or the way it's used today, everybody only assumes that it's just one way. You're gonna do if you really think of it, you technically kind of doing all five. It's just which ones you're gonna do more of, right? Like for me, and the way I like to look at it is it's kind of like a ranking thing, right? And it just depends on each person. You had I like
That
yeah,
makes sense.
exactly. That part,
It's
you know what I
just
mean? Like I feel like
I
it's just
thought it
like
yeah.
it's
was.
a mixture of
I
all of them. So I don't think like well no, because the thing for me is like I'm not one of those that's just like oh I only have one, right? Oh my main one is active service. Like I don't have a main one, right? To me it just ranks on like okay this one if you do this one I'm gonna feel the most love, and if you do this one, this one's lower on my list. It's not that much of a priority, right? So for some people, right, like physical touch may be at the top of their list, right? Where quality time could be at the bottom or, you know, wherever else or acts of service or wherever else. For me, it just depends on how that list is ranked within you, right? For me, I have all five. For me, physical touch is probably at the bottom. I don't typically care. I don't need somebody hanging on me. I don't need you sitting on me all the fucking time. I don't need you touching me all the time. I'm gonna get touched the fuck out, bruh. Like I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like I can't
Ooh.
have you on me 24
Oh
hours a day.
shit!
Like
The
you need to
fucking
get
mic
off
hit me
me.
in my mouth. Damn.
Oh shit. You know what I
My
mean?
bad. The
Like I'm
microphone
somebody. I'm
slapped me in the
like
damn
you
mouth.
kind of got to get off,
Oh,
right? But
I
like I
hope
do
I
you
like
feel.
just
to
I hope
spend
you're all right.
time,
I just want to say
right?
something, AJ. Okay,
Hmm.
all right. That's see. This is why I get the static when y'all say if the physical, I mean affection is at the bottom, right?
Hmm.
But
For me,
affection don't always necessarily mean that you always have to be on somebody or I have to
That's
always
why I
touch
that's
them.
never
fine.
got why I get over
Affection,
exaggerated
aff-
on everything.
Shut
But
affection
up.
does
is like,
no, it's not that. Okay, but the reason why it gets like that is because of the way people are about it, right? People are very much when they're doing this research, they're okay. Well, this is my main love language, and they run to the extreme on that, right? So, like for example, like with my last thing, oh, my biggest thing is quality time. No, you didn't want quality time. You wanted quantity fucking time. Those are two different
Mm,
things.
right.
You see what I'm saying? You just ran to the extreme. But when I sat there and explained to you that I have all five and this is the ranking, you didn't understand that because it can't just be, you can't just have one. It's got to be a balance of all of these
That's
things.
why I
It's
would
just
have.
which ones
That's
are
what
more
I was.
important to
Right.
you, which ones aren't. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I say, like, when I'm sitting here and I'm giving an extreme example, that's how people interpret these types of conversations when we start talking about love language. They
Mm,
assume that it has to be the extreme, right? I want quality time. That means I want all your time. No, you don't have to have all my
right.
time.
I
So I'm
You know what I mean?
talking about
So sorry.
basically because for the love language, that's for self anyways. I don't think it's how you give it that I know of. I don't know, but I was
Well, it's
saying
how
like
you give
when
it
you
and how
for your
you receive it.
you said it's both.
It's both. Yeah.
Both. Okay. So, oh, because I think
Yeah.
people do got their ways of how they express it uh and how they receive it. Okay.
Hmm.
So the one I'm talking about is really the receiving, like when a person, because I used like I ain't gonna lie, that's like a red, it's like a red flag on me, like especially on them dating apps, right? When somebody put down their love language or something like that, I kind of get like instantly turned off because it's like you asking for something, and if it don't meet that, you like basically I'm not gonna see anything else or something like that. Because it's like why do we have to specify or even put it out, you know what I'm saying, put it out that this is how I need to be loved type situation. I never understood that. And I'm like, dude, that already in my mind, that just seemed like ungratefulness because I'm like, dog, love is love, whatever how you put it. That's how I feel in my book. And that's the reason why I'm saying that if you can only really accept it one way or really notice it more when it's presented in this way, this just seems so fake to me because I'm like, dog, like that's why I be saying, like we gotta. The thing is, we gotta learn how to appreciate the smallest things, so where we don't have to be sitting here being so entitled to this way we should be loved. Like I said, if it's certain
Well, you
things that
answered
we
that
gotta get
though.
loved by, I think it's something we gotta dig into ourselves to ask ourselves why I can only see love from this type of way, because it's something behind all that stuff. I
So,
always want to, huh?
but the thing is, so that's the thing, right? We already answered why people are throwing that on dating profiles and why they need that and why they're pushing that on other people. Because if we're getting validation from outside sources, then yes,
Right.
this is how you need to love me, right? The thing is that you have all five. And there's more than just five, believe it or not, people. There's more than just five. Those are just the five main ones that everybody runs to, right? I don't have, like,
That's
I
facts.
mean, I don't date people online, but I'm not going to put that on a, this is how I need to feel loved. Like, believe it or not, bringing me food will make me feel like I'm the most loved person in the room, right? But I can't, you know what I mean? People aren't going to recognize that. But the thing is like I said, it's, that stuff is designed for your internal use. In order for you to understand and love yourself, you have to know what to give yourself. If you don't give yourself what you need to, then it ain't gonna work. What are you pointing at?
That because I want to address that as soon as you get done. That this this what she just typed. But yeah, you can go ahead.
What? Which one?
With the second
That's
thing, Jamie
true, but
just oh
also because you shouldn't settle for less of a love language than you want. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
okay. Oh, you agree with that too? Okay, cool.
no,
And
no,
that's
no.
what
I
I'm
didn't
talking.
agree with that.
Oh,
I didn't
I'm
agree
about
with
to
it. I
say,
just said
I was about
okay,
to.
cool.
I'm trying to see who
I
all I'm
was
about to
no. I was
bowl
just
them all
saying.
up
wait
together.
a
You know what
minute,
I'm
I was just.
man.
saying?
Look, I'm listening,
I
man.
was just
I'm
trying to see what
meditating
the
while
hell you
I'm
was talking
hearing.
about.
I'm listening. Listen, man. I'm listening. I'm meditating while I'm hearing. I'm listening. What? What she? Can you repeat what she said again? That question, please.
Cause I'm so
It just
ready to. I
said
Cause it
wanted
ain't,
to tear
it's
this.
it's not making sense to me. Like, can you say that again one more time, please?
what I
She
said or
said.
what she said.
No,
She
the
talking about what
comment
she said.
that he just
She's,
read. Yeah, what he just
she
read. Yeah.
said because you shouldn't settle for less of love language than you want.
How can you accept? How can you settle for less of a love? If it's love, how can
You
you
good?
accept less of something
That's
that's
what I'm
already?
trying to get to. Love is love. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Bruh,
That is what I'm trying to get to. If we can't
I'm a
see
self.
love being love, that's something we gotta ask ourselves. If we
Bruh,
can't
I'm
see
like,
love being bigger than what we want, right? It's time to do some number two, which I said you will not be able to recognize love until you are able to figure out the many ways to love yourself. So you got to ask yourself why I can only see it or why I require more of this, right? You got to ask yourself that because it's something, even though we're not going to, it's everybody don't want to dress themselves. They don't want to look in that mirror or they don't
and
want to ask themselves like, why am I only
another
love,
thing
love this
too.
way? You know,
Another thing too. Another thing too is like, and then when you meet somebody, you saying, "Oh, I need to be loved this way." How the fuck? How the hell you gonna modify the way I'ma love? Like this is wild. It's in a box. Basically, hey, this is how you're gonna love me.
But
It's like
that's the reason
you
why.
got this all in a box. You got this in a big box, and then you gonna pull it out and say, "Hey, I'm gonna put this here and put this there." It's like what? Huh?
I'm sorry,
But
Jamie. I
that's
know
the
you want to
reason
get in
why.
this box so bad. I know you do.
I know. Hey, everybody, make sure y'all follow Jamie. Let's get her up to a
Yeah,
thousand.
follow Jamie,
We got to
man.
get her up in the box for sure. But
She got a long way to
no,
go,
like that's the
but
thing
hey,
that
you
I'm.
better follow.
Hey, we'll find it. We'll get it.
Yeah,
We'll get it.
I
just
put you
know
It's
it's some
coming in.
connections out here.
But that's
them
the
grow
reason.
hostess.
But that's the reason why.
She got to get in one of them grow
Okay.
hostess chat. I mean live, so she could just get a little boost. Cause they
Oh,
love
I
people
got
that
a
don't got
homegirl that does.
followers.
Doesn't
Hmm
doesn't Leona do grow host?
Oh, heck
Don't she do
yeah.
the grow life?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
just
Now
follow her. She did the
I
grow. She
I
does
got
the
a
grow
couple of
stuff.
people that be having they be having like you gotta have like for her to grow real fast, she gonna have to be in the live where it be like 500 people or 600 people at a time.
Oh, I go to all
And
the lives. I go to all of
yeah,
them.
that's what I'm saying. That's what she gotta do. She could get up there. It's easy.
Yeah. I don't just stay in
It's
mine.
some
But
quick
back to the show.
connects
I'm
out here
sorry.
too. I don't want to say too much from it, but it's something they can do be real fast. You know what I'm saying?
But no, but so like, but that was the reason why. But going back to the conversation, like that's the reason why I said like people like to when they're on these journeys, right? And the way that things because of social media and the way one person is talking about it, people tend to just jump on the trend, right? And that's what happened. People jumped on the trend of love languages, right? And they're like, oh, and then everybody knows the first major five, but they don't realize that there's more. But they also don't realize that you have all of those main five as well. So the thing is that if we know that there's more than five love languages, number one, and two, you at the end of the day, you're gonna have to you have all of those things in a relationship normally. Then no, you to sit there and be like, oh, my love language is just quality time and physical touch. That doesn't make any sense
Yes. Not see
because your
now. Okay.
relationship isn't just quality time and being touched. You see what
Now
I'm
I'm
saying?
understanding what y'all saying because that it really do
Like, do you
not
see
make
where
sense.
I'm coming
Like
from?
basically,
It
but
doesn't make
okay,
sense.
right. So
Yeah.
it's like
Like
if you
it's
love
good
somebody,
information to know for yourself.
if
Yeah.
you love somebody, you don't have to tell them what type of love you are when love is everything. So what you mean? This is
Oh,
your
I
love language.
swear,
You
bro.
need to
You seeing
you
exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That's my thing. It just,
right.
I
We
don't
said
know.
the
This,
same thing, bro. We are
I,
saying the same thing, bro.
oh yeah. I
Yeah,
was just
we
saying, but he just
AJ,
said it. I feel
yeah,
you too, though. But
I'm
I was just
agreeing.
saying the
I'm
way he
adding to
said it, I
what
was
AJ
literally
saying.
the way he. I'm just say the way he delivered it is the same way I be doing it the same way because I was it go right in my head when I see that stuff. Like, what the freak? Like, why are you asking for this? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it literally was a red flag to me. Oh, special, don't let me talk about the words of affirmation. I'd have made too many posters about that. I'd be feeling like a person that asked for that. Let me see if I'm gonna trigger some people real quick. Person that asked for that, I'd be feeling like that's an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, you gotta hear that somebody love you. Or I gotta hear that you're beautiful and all this stuff just to build a confidence with yourself. Like, okay, I really get it now. Cool, you said it, and like you overlook the
Hold on,
actions.
slow, hold up. hold up, Kev, slow up, hold up, slow up, because I wanna help it, because this is how, Now I just want to help what you said. It's when you tell somebody to tell you that, not somebody genuinely just going out their way to say, "Hey, you're beautiful," or "I love you." It's when you go out your way and say, "Hey, tell me I'm beautiful. Hey, tell me you love me." Like what? What you gonna make me to? Like what the fuck? Like you gonna say, "Tell me to love you"? Is that real love? You wanted me to say this to you so you could feel good about yourself. That is, and he's saying
So now I have a
that's
question.
insecurity
What you got, AJ?
a little bit.
So is the question so much you need to love me this way, or is the problem that people are trying to tell people how to love them, or is the problem control? Right? It's not that you need these things to be loved, or could it be
This,
that you're just a control freak?
Mm, It could be both of
You know
them
what I'm
too.
saying?
Depends.
Because if you're walking
Yeah, I feel.
around telling somebody, tell me I'm
mm,
beautiful, tell me I'm pretty, tell me this, like, why do I need, you already know that.
Tell me
You know what I mean? Now, if
something
you need
good.
the reassurance,
I've
no,
been,
now in the event if you needed the
with somebody about that
reassurance,
shit.
just
It's
say
crazy.
that. Just be like, hey, like I'm
Alright.
feeling a little insecure today. Okay, cool. Then I know to give you the reassurance. But if you're sitting there saying, oh, I need to tell you you're beautiful, tell me my eyes are pretty. Your eyes are pretty. Like, do you even need
Mm,
me for this conversation?
Right.
Right,
That's just
AJ,
my question.
and
Oh,
even to
oh,
beef it
what?
up, what you saying, right? And to beef up what you saying, it's like we talked all goddamn day on the phone, and
Thank you,
I've been
Kitch.
saying this all day. I've been saying this every day and all day. And this particular hour, I'm not saying it, and you just randomly tell me, and I'm like, bro, why you need it right now? Like, what's the matter? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It just be
Thank you,
weird.
thank
It's
Let
like, yo,
Let me do the
you.
number one. I'm gonna do the number one love language right here. The one that really gets to me. So one is insecure, and the other one just seemed like the one where that what's it that love language that say gifts, right? It's something like gifts or something like that, right?
Yo
That
ass
one is a red
materialist.
flag to me. That's a red flag like a mug to me.
Access
Cause
service.
like the only
You
way
ex-
you see love is not acts of service. I guess that's decent or whatever. But I'm just saying the gift one
so
that
somebody said,
whatever.
their
But
love language is gifts.
I'm gonna look it up because I
You
know it's
sound like a
something with
goddamn
no, that
gifts.
gold
is a
digger to me.
love language. That is a
You
love
Acts of
sound like a
language.
service,
gold digger to
part of
me.
that is gift giving. Part of it is gift giving.
Oh,
It's not
Mm-hmm.
just that
You
though.
Part
sound
of
like
it.
a
It
gold
could
digger.
be
Yeah.
a man bringing you flowers, or a man like assisting you with like offer to pump your gas or something like that. Like anything. Like, can I
Don't
do
get
this for
mad when I
oh,
say
it is.
this.
Yeah, because no,
Don't get.
acts of service is different from that. Because it's acts of service by itself. Physical touch is number two. Words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts is actually just by itself. And I dare anybody to say, now that's
Yeah.
what's so funny to me. So just to even put that on the profile, that'd be give me automatic. That's like number one. Then I would say the words of affirmation is number two, red flag on my stuff. But that number one, dog, like
Why is words
with
of
the
affirmation
gifts,
a number two? Yeah.
huh?
Why is words of affirmation a red flag?
Number two, because I feel like that's an insecurity. That's what I feel. When somebody asks for that off rip, I feel like it's an insecurity because I'm a firm believer of actions speak louder than words. If you can't see the action, you can only see it through words, then that's an insecurity. Um, Number one, the reason, oh,
I.
huh?
Mm-hmm. Now I was just gonna say I do both, but it just
I
when
do
you
both,
you
yeah.
you get you just get out of hand when you ask me to do these things when you don't have to, but you just because I like okay I'm not doing it right now, and it just like it's like damn like it ain't like I'm not doing nothing. I'm busy. I'm moving out. I'm moving around. I'm doing this and that, and you just stop. Hey, I need you right quick. I need you right quick, and I'm like, what? What you want?
Yeah.
Can you tell me this? Like what the fuck? Like huh?
Right.
Like you just I got a question mark in my body
See,
right now. Like what did
and all
why?
of them good though. I mean, if you spread it out evenly, it's good. But it's just the simple fact of asking for it, or the only way you see love is in that way, or if it's more of that, that's what just gets to me. You know what I'm saying? Like even
And
just,
I'm not gonna say I act like that off the first time. It's the repeated patterns.
mm-hmm,
It's the constantly doing it a lot,
right,
and I find myself having to stop what I do to tell you this, and, and I spend a lot of time other than this time to build up that and tell you and talk to you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel in some way, sometimes I know it's hard, but you got to be
Mm-hmm.
careful how you speaking to yourself. And, words of affirmation. Like, I get that you want me to say these things to you, but are you saying these things to you? It's crazy if you want me to
Mm-hmm.
say it to you and
Right.
you're not saying this to yourself,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But go ahead. I'm about to
Exactly.
cut you off here.
Uh, I got you 1 second, AJ. I see your hands is up. But I was what was I about to get to? But like right there, like with that, I just feel like because with that, I think when we set our mind up that way, right, and we say that we specify these certain ones or whatever, or certain twos or threes, right, I think we just limited ourselves. No different from how I feel about the horoscope stuff. But I just feel like we limit ourselves and stuff. We because we start being blinded to other forms of love, of receptance of love. That's what make us angry with other people. Like, I don't see you, you don't show me no love or something like that. Maybe they were showing you love in other ways, but you were just blinded to it because you only
Ain't that up
see
on
it
them
one or
horoscopes?
two ways. You know what I'm saying? You only see it in three other ways, so you get blinded into the other forms. That's what make you ungrateful, and that's what make the other person mad because you don't see the other way, or you don't see them even trying. You know what I'm saying? So that makes you hurt off your own entitlements or expectations of love. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like if you need you at the end of the day, you need to be able to learn how to accept love in all five of those ways. You know what I'm saying? Not just singling one out. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said, if it's a singled out one or a Tuesday out one, you got to dig in within yourself and find out how to love yourself those three other ways, or those other four other ways, or something like that. Like, that's real talk. That's all come with understanding yourself and understanding what really love is, and seeing who's really loving you or not.
I believe horoscopes and natal charts got some truth to it.
Oh
So,
yeah, I'm gonna talk about that topic another day. I already talked about it before, but
That just to give you a light bulb in your
so,
brain. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
oh
Just
no, I
continue.
done had this deep talk. It's a wrap.
That's
It's like an X mark on my
he,
head. I'm
he
never
said
gonna
that's a
believe that
wrap.
ever. It's a wrap. I got reasons why I say it too. But what you say, AJ?
the reason why I'm saying, right, again, this is the problem, right, with most people. This is supposed to be basically the whole love language thing came when people wanted to start trying to have healthy relationships. That's
Hmm.
usually, or at least where I saw it starting. People were doing their
Okay.
research. The problem is they're going about it still in a toxic way. If you think and you're looking at the 5 types of love language, quote unquote, acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts, you're going to do all of those things in a relationship, right?
Exactly.
In any long term relationship, you're going to have acts of service, right? He may go put fucking gas in your car, or she may go put gas in your car, whatever. You know what I mean? You're going to have some form of physical touch, hugs, kisses, so on and so forth. That's going to happen. Words of affirmation. Everybody has insecurity. You're not going to find somebody with no insecurities, right? That
Right.
get that out your head,
Facts.
right? Everybody's going to need those
Everybody got 'em.
reassurances from time to time. That's what them words of affirmations are for. Quality time,
She
right?
just basically
Everybody
said,
needs to have quality
"Ain't
time.
nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect."
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's my point. So, and that's the thing, right? Quality time, right? Everybody, if you're in a healthy relationship, you're gonna have that, right? Now, what I mean again, quality time, not quantity time. All right. I don't want to
Right.
be on the phone with you and you just listening to me breathe. That's a waste of my time. I can be doing other shit. And then receiving gifts, right? Receiving gifts. Is it necessarily that, oh, I need you to buy me something in order for me to feel? You're gonna. I thought of you. I thought of you today. I brought you some chocolate. I thought of you today. Oh,
Exactly.
you weren't feeling good. I brought you this. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna do all of these things in a relationship. So it never ever
Exactly.
made sense to me why people were like, hey, my main love language is act of service. You can't just have a
Right.
relationship that's just acts of service. You're gonna
Sounds
have to
so
have
silly.
all of these things. You sound stupid, bruh. Stop.
Hey, can I add to some? Can I add to what you were
Red
saying,
pill in
KJ?
effect. Let's go.
Let me add to what she was saying to beef up what she was saying, and then another thing, another mother lover thing, another thing. Look, it's like this. If you say, wouldn't it make sense? Like this, probably what's the problem where y'all kind of get confused with love and all this because y'all be thinking that it's just one way, right? Would it make sense if a person show you they love you through? I mean, even if they're giving you gifts, even if they try to hug you, give you a kiss on the shoulder. I'm talking about the shoulder, kiss on the cheek. Um, even if they, make sure you're all right, make sure you're mental, like ask you questions throughout the day to see how you feeling and all that. Do every element of showing you that they love you. Wouldn't it make sense to say that love is under, I mean, under that umbrella? I mean, all them traits is under the love umbrella. Just to say, hey, my love language is this, my love language is that, and you, it's basically you saying one thing, you excluding the other things. And then you, like, for instance, I'm not talking about you. The one that, I'm not looking at the phone. I forgot your name. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about you. I'm just using this as an example. But it's like, hey, um, my love language. My love language is this. I don't want to be touched, right? So y'all just want to be in a relationship, just laying next to each other. Y'all gonna be just two people just looking at each other. No, y'all gonna touch regardless of what you say. You feel me? So you might as
Exactly.
well just throw. So you
Uh,
might as well just throw the affection part out of that. You don't have to say what type of love language you got
No,
when
no.
all of them gonna
What's the
happen
purpose?
regardless. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly. That's my thing.
Right.
What is the point? You don't
but
have to
that's
say
the reason why
none
I
of
yeah. You
them.
gotta
said,
say this live. I want
but
that piece.
that's,
Yes,
but
yes.
that's,
Just say I
yeah,
love.
but that's the point. But that's the point, that I was trying to make when I said, like, yeah, I was running to extremes when it came to physical touch and everything else. Because these people who are only separating like that tell me they're not running to the extreme. Oh, I
I
need
feel you.
physical touch. They're going to be
And
all
can
over
I get?
you. I need words of affirmation. Oh, they're not going to do anything to work on their own insecurities. They want you to fix that. You got to
And
give
can?
them
Mm-hmm.
all of the words of affirmation and validation that they need because they don't want to do it themselves. So, in a
Mm-hmm.
way, yes, we understand we're going to do all these things in a relationship regardless, but to sit there and say, oh, well, my main one is words of affirmation. You want to know what that tells me? If you were picking and you were telling me that you need one of these things more than you need anything else, that's going to tell me a lot. If
Let's
you're
go.
somebody who comes up to me and says, I need quality time is my main one. You're controlling as fuck. You want me to be up your ass 24 hours a day. Get away from me, right? I can't do that, right? Oh, I need words of affirmation. You're insecure. I can't do that. I need physical touch. You don't really love me. You lust me. Know the difference, right? You ain't really in love with me. You lust me, right? You
That's
lust me. You're
facts.
in love with the idea
Everybody
of
trying
me.
to
You
eat.
don't know who I am, right? Oh, my
Right.
main one is receiving gifts. You don't love that person. You
Gold
just
digger.
looking
You
for a
just like
sugar
them
daddy or a sugar
gifts.
mama. That's
Facts.
all you want.
Let's
That's
go.
deal with the
You out
real.
here trying to be out here stunting on other people. You don't even care about that person. And
You
that's just
going
what
in,
it
make
is.
Facts.
make Jamie talk.
And
She
can
like,
Niggas
wait,
just don't
hold
drop.
on.
Look,
and
I'm gonna drop it.
Chill,
Y'all know how
AJ. We
I am. I'm gonna
sorry. You know
drop
what I'm
it.
saying?
I don't,
I'm gonna
I
drop it.
want to hit it. I want to hit
Red
it from
pill in
this
effect
as
again.
check. I want to hit it from a different aspect, and I just want to express how my mind work also and how it been working. I just think I thought about this. Look, what we didn't realize since 2020 until now, we don't realize how separate and how not together we are no more. I probably said that backwards. You understand? But I'm gonna say it like this: y'all forgot this subconscious thing that they was doing to us through this whole damn time, right? When you go into the store, at first they wanted your ass to stand 6 feet from anybody who you with, not even your family. Then they had masks on your face where they can't even see. You can't even see. Where people still wear masks to this day. Where people can't even see your facial expressions. They can't even see a smile. They could just only deal with your eyes. So you don't even know what type of mood somebody be in. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even want people to touch each other. So first, we was in the house for y'all don't even understand to be around and not touching people, the contact, what they do to people. You need to touch people. Endorphins, I think I'm saying the wrong one, but y'all know what I'm saying. It releases a certain type of chemical in your body when you be around people and when you touch people. It just we people and that's what we must do. It's something that we must do. Now if you know what I'm saying, go to the aspect of relationships, it's like people talking about love language and stuff like that, you know, like it's like, hey, you supposed to be around your partner and all this other stuff you said, I don't want this, I want that. I mean, we human. That's what we always been doing. What changed? Like, why we got to be specific? What type of, you know, type of love it is when love is everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said it already, but Yeah, that's all I want to say. Shit. Before I run on and
There
run
you
on.
go. Um, I'm trying to find this guy real quick.
I ain't mean to throw y'all in the loop. I'm
Jamie.
sorry.
Oh no, you good, man. They heard you. They heard you. Trying to see
Yeah,
something. I'm
man.
over here looking at some
I'm
stuff.
laughing at the comments. My bad, yo. I'm just in here like,
You laughing at
dang, AJ throwing those mic hits. I'm like, look, I can't
You
protect everybody's
all right.
feelings all the time. Sometimes people need the cold hard truth. I'm not gonna sugar. No, you're right. You're not doing those things. Like,
Kench,
call it for what
man.
it is. You just found a
You there?
way to mask gay
Yep.
shit. Does
Hey,
it?
don't you gotten too quiet over there, man. We still friends.
I know,
He
I know,
said,
I
"Yep."
know. I'm doing something. I'm re-registering my business for the
Oh,
sam.gov, and it's
okay, for sure, for sure,
annoying
for
me.
sure.
But no, I'm here. I'm here. What's
Okay,
up?
for sure.
I can
Just making
offer
sure
some
you all
info.
right over there.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Do I apply for?
But yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't tell somebody they don't know what love is and they don't have a clue. But I will say, just look at it from a different lens and perspective, just that one perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you learn something, just because you know a bit about it doesn't mean you know fully what it is. You shouldn't stop yourself from learning something. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't stop yourself from, okay, even though I know this part, I want to know how to do it. I want to know what to do it, when. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just say, okay, this what it is. Oh, I know it. You should always keep looking for it. So basically, like, just because you feel like you experienced it or you seen something of it, oh, I know what love is. You're supposed to keep searching for that. You're supposed to keep trying to understand what it is, even if that's from other people's perspectives and their experiences. That's why it's good to talk to people and have conversations and have different minds because you learn a lot of things through other people. You know what I'm saying? Just because you had your way is good. I mean, not just because, since you had your way, when you speak out your way, you just speak on how you experience what you experience. And then you have another person. They say, hey, I experienced this way. And then another person like, hey, I experienced it this way. What you ain't even know, understanding that you learn and love through other people and how they experience they love. You know what I'm saying? It just spark different, neurons. I'm saying that right. Neurons in your brain, and you start looking at things a little different. That's all. You know,
And I think
like
that's.
Get it.
Leona
I'm
said.
glad that you.
You know.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Trey, because that's the thing people don't realize. You're in a healing journey. That's ever going. You're ever changing. So to sit there and only say that your love language is this way and to build a relationship based on a love language that makes sense to you today ain't gonna make sense to you in a year from now. It may
Mm,
not. What do you do when your love language changes? You see what I'm saying?
mm.
This is where people get set up to fail. Like, think about that. You're
And
not the
then,
same person.
hey, get
Ah,
nah, I
go
was just
ahead.
gonna say it's like this. Hold on. Let me let me change my vibe real quick. Hold up. Let me change my vibe right
Won't
quick.
change his mind.
Like you can speak about you, you can speak about you in that love language all you want. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't tap into that love language, if you can't tap into that vibe, you know what I'm saying, and fill yourself up with that joy, you know what I'm saying, like I'm doing right now. If you can't tap into that shit, you know what I mean, and express that motherfucker and show that shit, then what the hell you talking about? You know what I mean? Cause love language is a whole
Mm-hmm.
different type of vibe. It's a different type of high. That shit make your toes goddamn tingle. You hear me? It make your skin goddamn,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, you feel me? If you can't tap into that, you know what I'm saying? You can speak all that you want.
That
You can
part.
talk about it all you want. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Cause really, love
Hello.
language is you ain't gotta speak it. You could just do it and be it. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
That part. That part. But that's the thing that I'm saying though. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta that stuff is important because it's supposed to be for internal use, not external. It don't matter to nobody. You're gonna do all these things anyway.
Facts.
Like,
Facts. I
but
don't know
that's
what
part of
got into me.
again.
My foot got hot.
No,
Feet getting hot. What the fuck
no,
going on right now? You just
you
taught me
get
something.
that.
I just
Yeah.
realized myself who I am just then. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I need to be
Mm-hmm.
doing. Yeah, that I'm glad we had this topic. Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
You
sir.
gotta do this for yourself. And now my question is, for all the people who run around on dating sites saying this shit, are you doing this stuff for yourself? Are you doing any
Just
of these
shout out
things for
AJ.
yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Man, just be in love, man.
Exactly, CD.
Just be
Exactly.
it, yeah. What CD said? I'm not looking at it. Let me see. Read it to me, please.
He said, hold on, give me a second. He said, the love you want as a child ain't the same when you're an adult. To be, coloring books to just bring being heard. Uh, Basically, I mean, I agree with basically what he's saying. He's basically just saying, like, what I said. You gonna
He said
change.
the love you want as a child ain't the same when you're as an adult. Coloring books to just being heard.
Hmm.
Coloring books
He
just
may have got
being
auto corrected on that last part, but I get what he said.
Okay, so I do have a question. Outside of the love languages, can somebody define the word love and how
you
we're using
can't.
it?
You
Subjective.
can't because it's different for
Right.
everybody. It's gonna be unique to everybody. Everybody gonna have a different type of love that they gonna speak.
That's what I thought. So we really don't know what it is to even, unless we're disclosing what. I mean, if we don't use the love languages, then we're literally just talking about
Now you were
what
saying it
we
right the
think it
first time.
is.
Don't
I think
change it. Don't
love
change it.
itself is
You,
taught
you
anyways,
no
though.
Kev, no Kev. You were saying it the right time. Do not change it. Just continue what you.
No,
You
no, I
slick.
was saying, nah. I'm saying,
She
like,
slick.
even from that, I think that it is kind of taught to us, though, just like hate is taught to us and all that stuff. So I think, because I feel like we can change the way we love. And I realized that myself, just even changing myself, it made me, I started loving people because I started loving myself so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm talking
Right.
about like this right now.
No,
So I
no.
think it's a taught thing, and it's the way you got to look at things and how you interpret things. Just like I was saying, when we first started learning love, it come from how we got brought up. Our parents had to teach us how to love certain things or whatever, or the way that they loved us is that's how we start loving them. You know what I'm saying, like that. So it's all about, like, it's really just they're looking at different reactions, and it's weird though, because like I said, I believe humans themselves, we just made to adapt anyways. We adapt to our environments, we adapt to what's being taught to us and all that stuff. So I feel like the same way we can learn hate, we can learn love, or different ways of learning or something. I mean, different ways of love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just a taught
Right.
thing, and it's just a feeling.
Right.
Well, what if you didn't get
See.
taught?
Let me say this quick thing, baby girl. Let me say this one thing. You
Hmm.
was finna say that if we can't define what love is, then what is we talking about? We can't tell this and that, right? You is right about that. But I
Facts.
want you to say,
You
right?
right. You right.
Hold on. You right, right? Hold on. Wait, watch this, cause you ain't let me finish. You right about what you said. So that thing, what you said is, this is the ending of it, the conclusion of it. How can somebody tell you they love language when they don't know what the fuck they talking about? That's what I was trying to say. That if you can't define it, then how you gonna tell me your love language when you can't define it in the first place? That's what I was
I
trying to
agree.
say. So we kind of on the same page. That's all I was wanting to say.
No,
We
I
ain't really.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I
Go ahead.
agree.
Go ahead.
And you're right. I did kind of change up what I was about to say because I wanted to make sure it made sense. But when we talk about love being subjective, and then we talk about this love language, it's a book that came out, right? That somebody wrote
Hmm.
because
It
that's how
is a
things
book.
felt,
Yeah, it is a
right?
book.
And so, because yeah, when I was going through my divorce, I got that book from my marriage counselor.
Hmm.
And he was saying we didn't know our love languages. But at the end of the day, let's talk about what you guys just said because I want to back that up. You learn love from, as a child, from parents and things like that. What if you did not learn that? How do you find that? How do you then go on to know what love is if you didn't get it from your parents? Because a
You
lot of us
cannot.
don't.
The world, the way,
I
what
Oh,
agree.
look.
to answer that,
I can. I,
to answer that. Oh, go ahead.
no. All right.
No.
Hold on. All I wanted to say is okay. The people that got it from their parents, I want y'all to answer first, and then the people that didn't get it, I wanted to answer because I want to see how the answer's gonna be different. That's all. That's all I want to say.
I think that's
So
a good
like, if
It's
idea.
you
it's
go
just like
say
the problem today where they think like lust right now is love nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's just all how we brought up. But then it takes a lot of fails. So it's like okay, we're in the world of like trial and error type situation. So it took a lot of fails and stuff to learn that that's not really love. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, people mix lust up with love. And they think that's what that is or whatever. So it's like all it is like a trial and error thing. Like all right, so if I do this. And then this what happens if I love this type of way, so maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Or if I do it this way, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, all this stuff is like a learning. It's like a reaction behind it. The type of reactions, like even just looking at different people of, okay, how do they react to a hug? Okay, that you know what I'm saying? It's like a, it's weird because like I said, us being humans, we just adapted. We see that just like people be with this delusional mind sometimes and stuff. They see these Disney stuff and like, man, this is how it's supposed to be, you know, and they really believe this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then it comes to reality at some point when we get older, like, dang, I can't just kiss a frog and then they turn into a princess. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, whatever. It's just, it's I don't know. It's like a trial and error type thing or whatever. And what fits what
right.
seems reasonable, what fits, or what. And like I said, it started turning to the little things. The more you mature, you start taking the little things like, okay, that's too much. I'm asking for love. So let me dive down. Like, man, just simply I'm living today. I can love that. I can love the fact of that, or something like that. Or you being around me, I can love that because you didn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's just
You
little stuff like that.
Well, let
you
You
me
said
start.
something deep. You
let me say
said
something
something
real
deep
quick.
when you
Sorry.
said that people be
Hold up.
huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody going.
Oh no, no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I just wanted to go. No, no, I just wanted to go after you real quick. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Oh
say
no, no,
how
no.
you said that.
I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
was.
respond to
Yeah. Go
that,
ahead.
and the only reason why. Okay, so this is my thing, right? When you're in a relationship, right? Somebody's got to say "I love you" first, right?
Somebody.
One of you has to say it first. Whoever
You
said
better say it
feels,
damn back, cause if you don't say it back, I'm gonna feel some
but
way.
but
So
but that
yeah.
wait, stand by. That's where I'm going. I'm going somewhere with
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
Now
just.
you're cool. You're cool. So if a man says, as we're dating, "I love you," and I don't feel that way, but
Nah,
I
that's
say
weird.
it back because I don't want to embarrass him.
Nah, you shouldn't say it back.
What do y'all think? Do you think people actually do that?
No,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do.
Yes, they do.
listen.
Yes, they do.
Hold
Absolutely.
on, hold on. My bad. You right. I said no. I was saying no to the point like, you said something, and I, I was saying I wasn't saying no to what you were saying, but I'm saying you said something because you said dating. I mean, it's weird to be saying you love me and we dating, and that's out of that's a I don't want to keep using this word, but that's a big ass red flag, bro. We dating, so how the hell you love me? You still trying to get to know me? You is
Well,
wilding.
I'm
I'm
talking
out
about
of
the
here.
committed level of dating. I'm not talking about going out on dinners and things like that. You're committed now. You're sleeping together. You might have even,
Say you in a relationship with this person, y'all. Do you intimate with this person? Y'all in a relationship. Don't say date, because I'm thinking that y'all trying to still figure each other out. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're
Hmm.
saying in that sense. Nah, okay, yeah, I get it now.
but people shoot off "I love you" when they're still getting to know each other. They do.
That's and that's when that's the
Gucci
part.
is
That's
in
right.
the
And,
building. What's
and
the
that's the part when
deal?
what you said, how you said, because people do this. They say it back. Listen,
And they
the
don't
reason
mean
I
it.
know that. Listen,
So
listen. Hold on. I have to say this. Um, I know that's a fact because I am a person that done it before, and I ain't say somebody told me they love me, and I said it back when I didn't fucking feel it. I didn't. I'm like, I said it because I'm like, I don't want to leave you hanging. So I love you too, and it
Exactly.
wasn't.
Later.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
I'd
that's what I
like
was
to.
saying. I was saying, like, and my bad, AJ. And I don't know if
No,
that was
no,
AJ
no.
or Leona. That's what I'm saying. So then let's go back to kid, children that didn't receive love. They don't really know what it is. They get out into the dating world and somebody says it to them and they say it back as reciprocity rather than an actual feeling, right? So then you can actually be in a relationship with somebody, go the full max, and still be questioning whether or not you love that person because you falsified your reciprocity from the beginning. Do you grow into it? Do you learn what it is? I mean, do
No,
you see where I'm going with that?
no, I see what you. I
No,
see.
I see where
Like,
you're
see,
going.
this is my top. It's my topic because it's not. I think it ain't good, but I'm experienced about this stuff. But because I've been through a lot of experiences, and now what you said about that part, um, due to the fact of you ain't get it from your parents in a way that you should have, in a healthy way. That's what I should say. You ain't get it in a healthy way. They was around. I'm talking out of experience. You know what I'm saying? They was there, it, but it wasn't healthy enough to know, like, to continue like to know, like, growing up, like, okay, this is what it's supposed to, when it was so rocky. And then when you get in relationships, right, and you say that, and you say it in return out of because you thought that's what you're supposed to do. You don't know
Got
no
30
better.
minutes, y'all.
It's like,
Mhm.
do you grow into it or you don't never grow into it? Because if it wasn't there, it just wasn't there. It's you in it thinking that that's what it's supposed to be. And then when you realize where you're not with that person no more, you kind of get to yourself, you kind of understand who you are. And that's when you build up that, like, okay, I know I don't like this and I don't like that. Now, this is how I know where you start to realize what it is. When you meet that somebody and they give you this feeling that you never experienced before. It's a different type of high, and I'm talking about this shit lift you off your feet. You can't explain it. You can't explain this feel that you in. You feel, you know how when people say, "Oh, you blinded, like you in the clouds right now." That is real. Now, once you experience that and you compare it to all the other experiences, you're gonna be like, "I never knew what it was." That's how when you realize, like, I never knew what love was. I know what it is now because what is these butterflies in my stomach, or why I feel like this, like I am tripping, right? Like you feel different. You got all this energy, you feel happy all the time. You got this thing in your eye, you smirking, you dazing off and talking, you know what I'm saying? You all, yeah, it get cheesy, really cheesy. So when you experience that and then you look back at all the other situations, you like, bro, I never experienced, like, not even with that, I never experienced that when I was young. What it was that? You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing bad. It ain't nothing. Your intuition ain't telling you nothing bad. Your intuition's like, hey, this is something new. Like, hey, just experience this. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of being long
Okay.
winded.
So my answer to all the questions, right? You asked what love is. If we're looking at a textbook definition, there's three of them. It's a noun and a verb. If used in a noun, it's an intense feeling of deep affection or a great interest or pleasure in something. And used in a verb sense, it is feeling deep affection for someone, or number two, like or enjoy very much, something you like or enjoy very much.
I
So the
just
thing
explained that.
is,
That's
that's
crazy.
just to answer the first question. Yep. So the second one, right? If you never got it from your parents, most of us didn't. If you think about like our relationships or how we view relationships, that's the first, we're going to go based off the first thing we ever saw, which is going to be our parents, right? So if your
Right.
parents weren't really in love with each other or they were in a toxic love thing, so on and so forth, it could explain a lot of how you as an adult get into relationships or how you have been pursuing through relationships if you have not healed from that and learned differently, right? And that's the thing. That's the reason why it's a journey, right?
Can I,
It's a journey to learn these things. Go
but
ahead.
can I ask you a question, AJ? All right. Can I ask you this
Yeah.
question? Like, okay, all right. When they say that, all right. I know that, you know what I'm saying, your parents supposed to be there to love you. I mean, do we look to be shown or taught how to love at that age? So is we looking at them saying, okay, this is how love is and this is how I'm gonna take it out in the world. So when we go out in the world,
So
we try to mimic that stuff, but not really mimic it because that's not what we were
it's,
looking for with them. We try to do it the best way we can. And hold on,
well,
I'm the second
they're
part.
going to be the one. Oh, yeah.
Say it again.
No,
No,
go
say it
ahead.
again. No, say what you said again.
Oh, which part? 'Cause I said a lot.
You said they were gonna be the one.
The
You said they were gonna be the one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. With your parents, they're usually going to be the first representation of what a relationship is supposed to look like to you.
Right.
But
That's your
what
first
I'm saying,
representation.
but what I'm asking is like when we get in a relationship with somebody, do we mimic that off of
Yes.
because we do we do it
Yes,
purposely or do we do it subconsciously? Meaning that because we saw that, but we
both.
do we you know that's what I'm asking.
Subconscious.
Yeah,
Subconscious.
So it's both.
by
It's actually both.
mm,
It is both. So the thing is, right, when it comes to relationships and the way that we're first taught, right, as a kid, you already have a sense of entitlement to be loved by your parent, right? Yes, it is mostly subconscious, but you already have that entitlement already from the jump, right? Um, as you get older and you move more further through life and so on and so forth, through your parents and your family, you kind of learn how to love other people, right? But it's a different type of love. But because however your parent or parents were in those relationships can dictate whether or not you're struggling or not, right? I came from a single parent home. My mom wasn't really into people. Like, none of my mom wasn't into people. My mom didn't really date. Go ahead, Kev.
yeah, we ain't hear nothing you said, bro.
Yeah, not a thing.
AJ,
Yeah.
hold
So
on, hold on, hold on, AJ, hold up,
mhm.
hold up. I see. I now hold on. That's slow up
Go
right
ahead.
quick. That's slow up. They say you're supposed to ask questions. I don't know why my brain doing this. I don't do this a lot, but I like doing this. Look, check me out. When you
Ask
said that,
questions.
you said say this little one part. This one part for me one time, and I'm gonna continue what I'm gonna say. You said when you young, you said something about your parents are supposed to love you, or you subjected. What you said? Say
You
that one more
you
time.
you 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 innately have a sense of entitlement to that love,
Okay, hold up,
right?
pause.
You're entitled.
What you
There's a sense of entitlement there
what
that
you
you're
mean by
supposed
that?
to be loved by them.
What you mean by that? Like
Entitlement.
from
You expect, so you automatically have an expectation that they are supposed to love you,
hold on.
right?
Okay,
That's why
hold up, hold up,
when
hold up, hold up,
parents,
hold up, hold up,
hold
AJ,
on,
hold up, cause remember I just wanted you to
I'm
say
sorry.
that part so I could finish, right?
Mhm.
Hold up. Now you said you were
Yeah, go
entitled,
ahead.
so every kid
Mhm.
feel like so when we was young we was like okay, my parents entitled to love me, like that's what you was looking for,
Mhm.
or was it not love? Cause we didn't know what it was back then. That's not nothing was in our. It wasn't even a
We don't.
thought, right? What I'm saying is,
So that's the thing that
wasn't
I'm
that
saying. Yeah.
protection, like wasn't that protection, caring, having somebody to be there? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we don't even know what
All
love
of
is.
those
It was
things.
like, right, but we don't. Okay, continue what you were gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no. So to go based off of what you're asking, right? Because I'm liking this dialogue. Trey, are you going live after Kev gets off or no?
Oh, Jay, you got to get off, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get off. I'm up
He's gonna
because
get off.
I like the way I have my stuff set up right now, and I don't feel I gotta move over here because the damn phone down and all this stuff. I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool, 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 cool. No, I just wanted to know. I don't know if we're going to continue the conversation over there or not. But so the thing that I was trying to say is we have a sense of entitlement, right? We expect certain things from our parents, right? To love us, to, what that love looks like, protecting us, right? Giving us those words of affirmation in a sense, giving us that quality time, spending time with us. You know what I mean? Them buying us stuff, so on and so forth. Oh, I want that toy. These types of things, right? That really nurturing nature, right? But when it comes to relationships, like a romantic relationship between you and your partner, a lot of the time, depending on how your parents were, that can set you up for failure because subconsciously you're going to start looking for the same things because that's all you knew it was, right? And even though, and then if you're one of those people like me where you realize that your parent or parents were in a toxic relationship and you didn't want anything to do with that, then you sit around for a long time as lost. I was lost when it came to relationships. I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew I didn't want what my parents had. That's all I want. I was like, I don't want what y'all have. Y'all are toxic,
I think
right? I don't want that.
what adds to that too is
So
the stuff we look at too, what the world's putting out
yeah,
and telling you what
that
love
too.
is, and the movies we
Hmm.
watch,
And that's
the radio,
see,
all that
I'm
stuff plays a
glad
part.
you said that, Kev, because I
That part.
didn't learn that. I didn't see that and saw that through my parents. It was the
That part.
damn movies and the
TVs, the
Me
Titanics and the
movies,
too.
the other
Me
goddamn
stuff.
too. Me
you
too.
Yeah,
feel me? It was the Titanics and the that's
Yes.
what I
but
thought.
this,
That's how me growing up, that's what I thought what love was. And I got older and I'm like, bruh, that shit on a
yes,
movie, that is
but
not
that's the other thing.
it. It's not
So,
it.
so, 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 so I want to take that one step further, right? Some of us, that's where we learned what love was supposed to look like. right? Now, I've always maintained there's many different types of people. You have your romantics, and you have people like me who are very pragmatic. So yes, even though I watched things like Titanic and everything else, that shit didn't make sense to me. To me, it just seemed incredible. I was like, I don't want that. That looks stupid, right? Like I don't even
See,
understand how that's
I,
romantic. That's
basically
how
what I'm
my
saying.
brain is. You know what
Right,
I'm
but
saying?
basically what I'm saying
Like,
is I'm
so
not saying like the simple fact of what the hell like what they was doing in the movie. It was the simple fact of
okay, yeah.
you got this woman and you got this man, and the whole concept of it don't matter what we go through, it don't matter what happens. I'm love you and I'm here for you until I don't give a
Peacock in
damn.
the
I'm here
building.
till your last drop, like whatever. I don't
Hmm.
care the world ending, I'm gonna be here. And it's plenty of movies other than Titanic. It's plenty of like Armageddon,
Yeah.
Titanic, plenty of movies that you seen that
Armageddon,
romantic.
Titanic, so on and so forth. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, no. With that being said, right? How many of us
20
ended up in
minutes.
a very toxic relationship because of that? Right? We sat there, and because of movies and things like that, we were conditioned into thinking, hey, in order for us to be able to be together, or to prove that we really gonna make it, we got to be able to breathe inside of this fire, this furnace, this inferno of hell that we're in, right? Because we're not compatible. You're trying to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you, and then when we love, and it's great, right? When we get along, but when we fight, and it's not. But we got to get through that because that proves we love each other. How many of us fell into that? I did. I
Mm.
fell into that.
I did not. I can resonate with you, AJ, that my mother and my parents divorced, right? I did not feel love for my mother. And I'm going to say this. This is kind of the differentiation, right? Somebody could tell you they love you all they want to, but do you actually feel loved, right?
That part.
Facts.
That's
That
a
part.
big part of, especially when you're talking about being a child. Your parents can tell you all day that they love you. It doesn't have anything to do with how many toys they buy you, how many systems, cell phone, PS5, whatever. It really has to do with how they treat you, how they
Mm-hmm.
talk to you. And
Yeah.
I know that, like, for my mom, she was very annoyed constantly with us.
Yep.
I
Same
did
with
not
mine.
feel
Yep.
love from her because she was, I feel like as an adult now, I understand that she was incapable of loving the children that she made with a man that broke her heart. And because she didn't know how to separate that, she literally took it out on us. So, regardless if she loved us or not, I did not feel loved at all.
But
And,
that.
and,
So
and
that was the next step.
yeah,
She reading my mind. She was reading my mind right now because I was getting ready to talk about that.
yeah,
That's 100% true because I felt the same way. My mom was not a very affectionate woman. I did not get a lot of hugs, a lot of anything. If I
nope,
fell, I was not scooped up and, oh, my baby. It was,
nope,
why are you crying? You need a reason to cry? Get the fuck up. Like, that's what it was, right?
annoyed.
That's how it was. That's how I grew up. She was annoyed. She didn't want to deal with us. My
Yep.
mom was also incredibly critical and had very high expectations for us that were impossible. The
Now you're
thing
reading my
is that
mind.
now how did
Now,
that
my,
translate into my adult life? Right now, let's
now,
let's take that a step further. How does that translate into my adult life when it comes to love?
It makes
Right
sense.
now, I have problems with criticism. Now I got
now,
problems with expectations. Now I got problems with all
my,
these things. Go ahead,
You
my
Lynette.
really
mom
Sorry.
don't care
wasn't
for.
like that. My
You
mom
really
didn't
don't
hug us
care.
or anything, but we knew that she loved us.
Thank you,
Hold on,
AJ.
hold on, hold on,
That
hold
That's the
on,
difference.
Leona.
that
Hold on,
translated
Leona.
into my adulthood, where
Hold
I
on,
did
Leona.
not.
That part.
Yeah, I let me
Yeah.
just say this real quick, third child, while it's on my mind. It did not translate into adulthood to where I do not take criticism well.
Hmm.
I can adhere to expectations, but they cannot be grueling. They can't be over the top, or I will literally say fuck off. And the grueling or over the top is my perception. It has nothing to do with what is the normalcy, right? I could literally feel like somebody's expectations are above what I think they should be, and that's enough.
Yeah.
And it's
And that was,
trauma,
yeah. It's the same
unfortunately.
thing.
It is trauma.
Yeah.
And
It
and
is trauma.
and the last thing I'm gonna say, because I know Kev's going in soon. The last thing I'm gonna say is, in my marriage,
Oh,
my
you
ex-husband
about to go,
told me,
Kev?
he said like in
He's
You
gonna
20
about
go
to go,
soon.
Kev?
About Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so
okay,
real
Yeah.
quick,
okay. I knew.
because I'm
Let me
gonna
go
land
and
my
hit it.
plane, and
All
then
right.
and I don't really have much else to say, but I'm gonna say this because the whole purpose of me asking about the definition of love and talking about being loved as a child and things like that is to kind of wrap it into a little bit of an anecdotal situation where my
Mhm.
ex-husband told me he loved me within like 2 months of us dating. I said I love you back. I didn't necessarily mean it. And then, we went on to have a relationship where I had strong feelings for him, which more than likely would look like love to everybody else. But because of the way I was raised, I wasn't sure, right? And it was effed up because the reciprocity that I gave him was more about the fact that I was intrigued that he felt whatever he felt enough to say it, and I felt required to say it back. Now, let's go into once we got married. The moment that I discovered love, you guys, was at 32 years old when my child came out of my body. Before that, I could not define it for anyone. I guarantee you. Because when that baby was in my arms, the horror that I felt as far as the responsibility and the overwhelming, I have to take care of this baby. This is our child. This is everything to me right now. That is what I defined as love because I had never felt it in my life. And I still look at her to this day and my heart flutters and my stomach gets in knots thinking of the responsibility that I have to her as my child. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's exactly where I was, kind of going when it came, to answering that second question when it comes to childhood. Because of these things, you know what I mean? Like, this is why it's important when you're in itself, you know, to tie it back, originally to the conversation and the questions originally. This is why it's important that you learn to love yourself correctly and healthily, right? Because if you're struggling with criticism because you never got that as a child, you never got love as a child, you don't know what this looks like. You're setting yourself up to fail when you get into relationships, and you're being irresponsible. In a way, it's almost like an irresponsibility because now you're hurting people, and that was never your intention. That's not what you wanted to do, but it's because you don't even know what that's supposed to look like. You just want it, right? We all want love at the end of the day. There's not a person in this on this earth that does not want love. We all want it. But we don't know, but if you don't know what that is, and we don't know what that's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like, how you're supposed to, you know what I mean, what it smells like, whatever, you're never gonna find that. That's why it's important that we have to learn to love ourselves. It's important to look at ourselves and even love the things, our bad qualities from time to time, and accept the fact that we're human, give ourselves grace, right? Because nobody's perfect. We all have insecurities, right? We all have these things, but it's
Was
figuring
my
out, okay, are
box
you somebody
closed or
who's
something?
working on it? Hmm?
But in my family,
Okay, so
we was never hugged or anything
Cause,
like that. But I knew that
cause
my
hurt
mom
people hurt
loved me,
people.
you know. We didn't. My mom never showed us
yes.
affection like that.
Well, and that's the
See,
thing,
see,
right? There's some parents that aren't huggers,
what's
but
so
they still love their kids.
what's so
I just didn't
interesting
feel that
about
from my mom.
what's so interesting about everything what y'all saying is that this is very interesting and it's very eye opening to a lot of things. I kind of like taught myself something. And I'm saying, damn, that's probably why I'm. So basically, what I'm finna say was, all right, nah, my mother was affectionate. My daddy wasn't. He ain't on that shit. For some reason, he don't own that. You know what I'm saying? But my mother was. But at the same time, my mother was stern. She was she affectionate, but when you do something that she don't like, you'll see another side of her to make you like, okay, why you like you damn, why you got to be that harsh? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm growing up, I'm like, I'm affectionate, but at the same time, I don't care for it. Like, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing that I'm like, you got to be that way. It ain't nothing. You top of that, damn, y'all just, I thought, I mean, by listening and hearing everybody's side, it's like, oh shit, I just taught
I
something.
want to leave
I
you
feel
with
like
a
I just had a
thinker.
breakthrough.
I want to leave you with a
Enter
thinker
the
there.
building, Lady Play.
Lady play. I know. I wanna leave you with a thinker question there, Trey. So you
What's
say
that?
that you say that you don't need affection, right? Oh, it's not the top of my list. Is it not on the top of the list because you don't need it, or is it not on the top of your list because of the constant disappointment? You don't want to deal with the disappointment of not getting it.
Um,
That's
Meaning,
the
put it like
thinker.
this: it's something. When I say I don't need it, meaning that it's not nothing that I go out and seek,
Me
and
too.
hoping and think. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. It is what it is. It
Exactly.
ain't nothing that I'm finna like. Oh, I need this,
Exactly.
so I'm
Yep.
finna speak on, or I'm finna say this is something this is something that this is something that I need from you, or this is my needs and wants. Nah, it ain't like that. It's more like
Mm-mm.
if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. But if I rock with the person who I'm rocking with, if she that who I'm rocking with, it really ain't gonna matter. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not,
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. What's up, beautiful? She in the building. What's up? Go ahead. You got the floor, my dear.
lady play, how you doing? Hey,
Hey
how you
y'all.
wake up? Oh, who that is?
Oh, mm
Oh, I said lady play. I'm tripping. I said the wrong damn name. Oh, she is here. What's up, lady play? But what's up? Hold on, shit.
Afro.
Somebody tell me her name.
I forgot my voice acting.
Oh, how you doing,
Yeah, Afro in
beautiful?
the building.
How you doing, beautiful? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, that's it. That's it.
What? You think
Like
you the only one
mine
that
is
got one of
different
those?
than what y'all talking about. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can
Yeah,
hear
we hear
you.
you.
Yeah, you say, wait, you gonna say something different and then say, can y'all hear me? That's backwards. You supposed to say, can y'all hear me first and then say what you gonna say. But what you just said,
Well, I mean, I am backwards though, so there's that too. But like for me, I've never been in love with nobody
Thank you.
before. Cause I feel like that can't nobody love me the way I love me, the way that my parents showed me love, and like also the love that I saw with my peoples. It's like Kev said that it's a difference between the love for myself and the pride for myself, and it struck me like a little bit. It's like, okay, it's a little wound. Had to throw no salt inside my wound already, Kev. But it got me thinking like, damn, am I just am I being prideful, or like, cause I don't really, I mean, I got standards, but I personally feel like I kind of don't got standards, because as long as you do me the way I would do me, the way I would do anybody else in this world, we good. But anybody I have ever dated, they'll show me like some kind of red flag or something that I felt like it wasn't gonna be familiar to me, and I skip to my loo. I'm out. Like, cause you're not gonna yell at me, you're not gonna treat me any kind of way, cause I wouldn't treat the other person any kind of way, and that's not the love that I saw in my family. In my, like, really is my mom and my daddy marriage, honestly. Cause man, my daddy, my mama, he love her freaking stanky draws. Like she can like be dirty as I don't know what. He would still kiss on her. Her breath can be stinking. He would still kiss on her. So it's like I ain't met nobody that I feel that would give me that kind of love, or the love that I'm used to, the love that I give for myself. But now I'm thinking like, damn, am I just being prideful? So like, am I prideful? Am
Sorry
I?
to say that. Yes, that's yes. Just okay.
the real
First off,
question is, do you feel prideful?
I don't think a prideful person gonna know that. I
And
mean, when
that's
you
your answer.
you ain't gonna be.
I
I'm
mean,
just
I'm
being real,
humble.
cause sometimes, no, it's not that. Cause sometimes we ask questions, right? And like, I ain't gonna say feelings, but your gut telling you your answer. Meaning, if you answer that question, you feel like that, you having some resistance within yourself. That means that that's what you feel. So that's your answer. Not saying that
Yeah.
it's true or not. Not saying it's just the way you feel. It don't matter what we say. It's what you feel about it. I mean, what you know what I'm saying? How you think about it. If you what you think and how you feel and what you seeing is adding up, then that's ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So,
do have an ego. I got a
at
big
least you
ego.
admitting, being
I got,
honest with yourself. We were talking about that earlier.
yeah,
Being starts off being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I got an ego now. I
That's
really do. I be
yes.
thinking I'm unfuckwittable. Can't nobody fuck with me. Can't nobody like
We
do
all
me how
do.
I
That's the
do me.
truth. So don't feel bad about it. We all got an
I
ego,
don't.
and
Don't say
we
we all.
Bruh, we all have
I
ego,
come to
bruh.
reality now.
We, fam, we all have an ego,
After he
fam.
says that
We
with
could
his
we could
whole
debate this now.
ego.
We could debate this. You could start this on another day.
I'm not. I did at one point, but I'm trying to change from that. I'm just saying.
But it's good ego and it's bad ego too, you know?
It is good and bad ego, most definitely. Yeah, it is. Though it just depends on how you're using it, though. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to look at myself as like. Yeah, I don't want to look at
Yeah.
myself that way
See,
because
what I'm
About
saying,
everybody
unfuckwittable.
do
when I
believe that though.
but what I'm saying is we all have an ego, but it depends on how big your ego is. You know what I'm saying? We all have one at neutral at
Yeah.
default, but
I
what I'm
think
saying is it
Beyonce
depends
said it
on
best. I
if you let.
feel
Hold
like
on,
she
hold on,
said
beautiful,
it
hold on. I wasn't finished. Listen, hold up, wait, because I'm
not your
finna say
ego
this
come
last
into the
thing.
picture.
Hey, that's
Ah,
a part of that's what I'm telling you. We all have ego. It comes out. We just don't be paying attention. We all have it. You feel me? But go ahead. Go ahead. And I just use myself as an example, goddamn it.
But I was about to say, the first thing is you gotta. Yeah, that's most definitely. The more you talking, that is most definitely. I guess that off rip, yeah, that most definitely a pride thing. But I was about to say you got to realize that nobody's gonna love you the way you love you. That's unrealistic right there. That's unrealistic expectation that turns into an entitlement. You know what I'm saying? So if you said that, then yeah, you probably won't be able to see what, or you wouldn't be able to be in love, right? Because you're gonna be expecting somebody to love you the way you love you. So that y'all think you will have, it's like some readjustments you will have to have. You gotta ask yourself, why do I feel like somebody should love me the way I love me, or something like that? And is that even realistic?
because I'm the
You,
shit. Man, I'm
Can
awesome
I
as
say
yeah,
fuck.
something?
I'm
Can I say something?
awesome.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I say something? So this is, it's like this love that we talk about, right? And we end up getting into relationships, and we get married.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who believes in marriage and who doesn't, but what I know is that the divorce percentages that occur is because it's about the butterflies. It's about the love. Oh, I love him. I love it. It's not about duty, responsibility, legacy, the things that marriage are really supposed to be about. We base it solely on how we feel about that person,
Hmm.
love wise, if we even know what that is. And so I think that these divorces that occur is because, unfortunately, if that love is not true love, which we can't even define it because we already determined that, then there are certain aspects of that individual as a human condition that you start looking at them differently. And then that love does not conquer all, right? You start thinking about, okay, I don't really feel the same way about this person, so it must be a train wreck because there's no other substance to the marriage, right? There's no loyalty.
Yeah, I know been married.
Yeah, I mean, and I have, and I know that I just told you guys, like my ex husband told me within 2 months of us dating that he loved me, and I said it, and I said it because I felt like I should reciprocate, even
Got an
if it's
obligation
not
complex.
exactly what I could define, right? I
Right.
couldn't define it at the time. And then we went on to do it. And then when we started getting into kerfuffles, we started not liking each other. We started like a baby came into kids bring in the most tumultuous situations into marriages that nobody talk about or deal with, right?
Mm-hmm.
It turns you into two different people that you don't even recognize sometimes. So if you don't have that foundation, that structure, that legacy, peace, aside from love, if it's all about love, good luck.
So
It's not
uh,
going to work.
I feel like, and I just thought about this. I feel like love is an unconditional care for another person. That's what I feel like love is.
Me too.
And we gotta stop doing that. Like, I mean, well, I ain't gonna say stuff. My bad. What the fuck is I'm talking about? I'm sorry. We gotta stop doing the when we say stuff and then people be like, let me explain what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, you in love. We speaking about love. That doesn't damn mean like could come like I know common sense ain't so common, but it just like, bruh,
Mhm.
if you gonna get in love and not take care of yourself and deal with your responsibilities and deal with life like you're supposed to, because with goddamn love, you still have to do these things. That's your
Right.
damn fault. You goofy for that. Like, how you gonna get in a relationship and just get fuck up and not give a not care about life? Like, what the, you don't want to eat no more.
Right.
You don't want to take a bath no more. What?
Gotta do what's
What's
What?
best
happening?
for the
I mean,
family.
that's
If you really love
extreme.
yourself.
That's extreme as
That's
shit.
extreme,
What
but
the hell?
okay.
What?
See, that's
Hold
why
on. If
this is why I
that's
don't
so,
know.
hold on.
This is
Wait,
why I
wait,
don't
wait.
know.
So that's a scream. It wasn't a scream when you said when someone just used somebody literally just said this, and I'm going off of what they just said. They just said how you getting a lover and they don't take care of their responsibilities. How's that a scream?
Not
I'm
washing your
using
ass.
Well,
exactly
I
what was
said it
said.
was extreme because you said they weren't taking baths
Man,
and shit.
that would just bring it. See, you
that's
focused on the wrong thing.
Well,
that's
that
a
what
little
you
You
wild.
said. We
focused on the
agreed with
wrong
what you
thing to miss the
said.
point. All right, it's called humor. It's called bringing like you forget. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for using that. Let's just
Okay,
deal
my
with the
bad.
part where when I said because yeah, it's it's just humor, but it's something to laugh about. But don't be stuck on that. The point is still the point. You feel me? Like you gonna forget about life because you in love. This is crazy. You don't need to be in love. You you need
Well,
to.
and my whole
You,
point, my whole point is that if we focus on love as the structure of the relationship, the foundation, and then that person starts to be somebody that human condition wise you can no longer stand. Let's talk about people who in relationships because the person takes ill, they can't work anymore, and now they can't provide, or a person falls ill, cancer or something, and it's a lot, right? Does that love conquer all at that point? Maybe, maybe not, right? And so,
We no.
no, I've
We
seen it. There's been
no.
divorces filed due to
We're not gonna talk
illness.
about that because that's
I'm
Mhm.
crazy.
talking about it.
That's
Stand
crazy.
by. You can't say what I can't say. It's the truth.
I never
You
said
you you feel like it sounds crazy, but it happens all the time, sir. So love unconditionally, all that stuff, but the human condition falls into place. People start getting, you know, they start looking for their way out because it's no longer about the butterflies and springtime, right? That's love. As opposed to foundation, duty, responsibility, and actually, you got 3 kids and you just need to make it. You all created this, right? And you need to make sure that you nurture it and deal with it, whatever comes. That's in the wedding vows, right? But a lot of people, no, it's about feelings. I don't feel this way about this person anymore. They don't care about the foundation of the structure or making sure that the legacy continues. It's about how I feel. And I don't feel the same way anymore. Meaning some people will relate that to love. I don't feel like I love this person anymore. So that's enough for people to jump out of these
sometimes you ain't gonna
relationships.
feel like getting up going to work. Sometimes you ain't gonna feel like looking in the mirror.
Well,
Sometimes
of
you ain't gonna feel
course.
like working out.
Of
We
course.
come on.
Of
Like
course.
I'm not
No,
gonna
but
be
I
with
see
you no
where
more
he's
because I
coming
don't
from.
feel like I don't feel you no more. What you mean? Like
Zero
you do that with
tolerance.
other stuff too. Like what?
All
Like
right.
damn.
Well, of
All
course.
right, Trey, let's go
Here
ahead
we
and
go.
get it switched over now. Forget it. We got it
Don't
nice and juicy and stuff.
yeah,
Now
bro.
we're
Don't
gonna
kick us.
leave them with a
You kicking us out
cliffhanger.
your house? That's crazy. I feel like
No,
this Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and he be kicking what's calling that like,
oh,
ah.
right. No,
Uh,
I just want your stuff. I was gonna get your stuff going so we can hurt, so they can just shift right over there. Oh, hold
all
on.
right, hold on. Let me find the device to use, cause this the other one take this shit be moving.
This is two.
Oh, this is a continuance for sure. I gotta see how this. I want
I
to at least peek in that room for a couple minutes before I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, cause I
That
gotta
part.
I can't do no background on the phone that I'm using. I'm just gonna phone my.
If we done here, lady,
Yeah,
you
man.
came in late. You about to lose your mind stuff too, just like beautiful is. Like,
You better stop.
coming in late and stuff, yeah.
I think I'll
So
wait.
so this is what we're gonna do. Kev, I'm finna host, right? And I'm finna join you
For
so
sure.
everybody could just go over and they ain't gotta close out or nothing like that.
All
You
right, for
got me?
sure.
Yeah.
We all have to drop though.
Oh, you really about to lose your spot singing like that?
Bye.
Who dropped? Somebody just dropped.
All right, Kev, thanks for having me up.
All right, for sure, for sure. You
All
already
right,
know.
have a good night.
All right, you too. Let's see. Oh man. Well. All right, y'all, man. I'm about to try to see if I can get at least 10 minutes over there.